Why? Let's see what's behind the door.
Let's go in the door.
It's another f***ing square room.
Square room. Little square room.
Have you tried moving the door up?
Of course it is. Of course it is, Matt. I'm glad we discussed this for so long, because I rolled a 2 and a 1.
But he's like, oh, you absolute mother.
Oh, excellent. Well, sorry for asking, but I don't really know what you are. You're a mummy, not a daddy. Come on.
It was, what do you say, a red herring.
You showed enthusiasm for exploring. That must be crushed immediately.
Oh, Glint.
You could say
Glint.
37.
Oh, Glint. Oh, Glint.
I disable that one.
I believe that you can
4 rounds.
disable the trap.
Open the door.
How? You're muted.
You're gone.
Every single one just dissipates upon it, as it is completely immune.
I'm sorry, what?
It is completely immune.
One more time?
It is completely immune.
It's
Is
a
it
skeleton.
immune to magic, or
No,
is it immune
it's
to...
skeleton. It is not. I don't understand.
We'll have a better heroes piece. The strip.
You could just open the bloody door.
Okay, we'll open the bloody...
Stroke
Right.
the door and it slowly opens.
Oh, Mike, are you getting frustrated about the doors? so bad for you?
Nothing.
Did you come out of a similar-looking place, or did you come into a perfectly metal box that looked nothing like what you went in?
You just wait. Take some time out. The spell would dissipate.
I saw Matt's eyes go black.
And the keystone glows russet.
Just say normal colours, for God's sake, Olive.
How's russet?
Oh, you didn't mean mild.
No! Why would you detect magic on yours? You know he can't hold magic!
You know it wouldn't work.
If you had any food on you, your food would also be on the floor with you.
No, he's left. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. I think I'm going to go too. See you later.
Hello and welcome to Let's Dig Up the Tomb of Horrors. I'm Mike and I'm joined by my ever hopeful players, Rob, Dom and Matt, to whom I ask the familiar question, what happened previously on D&D?
We were faced with a new arrival in the Tomb of Horrors. Jacques the Bard and Glint the Rat were joined by the Vessel. Tell us a bit about the Vessel, Dom.
Vessel is a pharaoh-themed old man with a sand golem that he likes to go on and on about. Yeah.
Once we sort of became acquainted, we continued down the main thrust in the central corridor of the Tomb of Horrors that we discovered. Jacques the Bard, Matt, made a very good point that because this seems like the most heavily defended area, this is probably the right direction. And Matt, you also remembered that there was a tunnel going through some of the pit traps, as I recall.
Yeah, I mean, we found the initial door that led to the gargoyle because of the poem, I guess. Is it a poem? Does it even rhyme?
Yeah, some verse.
Verse, yeah.
Poems don't need to
because
rhyme.
of that, good ones do. Proper ones. So I figured there must be some other clues in there about the corridor, and it did say something that sort of implied there may be a tunnel within one of the pit traps, which it turns out there was. But even though it said that there was, it sort of was implied when we did find it that it wasn't supposed to be opened from this direction. So it was like, well, then why is it in the rhyme? It's just weird. This whole place, it doesn't make sense. And we have yet to figure out how it works. But we did find a tunnel, and we sent Glint the Rat off. Just go.
Off you go.
Little crawl spaces.
And Crawley did, and it was a crawling speed of revealing what was ahead, because of course this module is very pedantic, so the only way to fight that is to be pedantic back. So
Yeah.
Glint the rat was very pedantic. He was kindly awarded a rat from Jacques the Bard's Bag of Tricks, randomly generated as well, so that was fortuitous. Yeah. And him and the rat sort of explored this crawl space. He found an area where he popped his head up through like a plug that lifted up a stone that that had a room. There was a room, and it had chests, 3 chests, which we looked at later on and regretted. And then there was another way, and then eventually I think it gave up. Like, he then crawled back, didn't we?
Yeah, he did. He didn't give up as much as realise that
it was too far away.
He wasn't able to find the easiest way to get us in, so we may... the verse also said that to get to the second hall, just go through the arch. So Jacques kind of thought, maybe we just go through the fog gate, the smoke. Shouldn't say fog gate, it might be copyrighted.
Tim O'Hara did it first.
We stepped through the fog gate, and suddenly, Ornstein and smell. Oh, shit. Yeah, so he came back. Glint came back, and we decided to go all together through the fog in the arch, rather than send just Glint off on his own, because we didn't want to split the party. That's very important.
No, you didn't.
We didn't.
Can I just also clarify why that might have been a problem, Dom?
You can clarify away.
Dom had turned himself large. And his sand golem was huge. So a tiny crawl space was a bit too much for a large Dom. Anyway. Yes.
So to cut a long story short for Vessel, Vessel spent the entire session in the corridor waiting.
Yeah.
You were also the rat.
He really did.
I also took control of the rat. Not Glint the rat, but
The rat.
Yes, you went through the fog.
We did. Well, Jacques went through the fog first, and then spent the next few minutes just yelling, "Shit, mad!" because he was suddenly in a 10-foot by 10-foot cube solid room that he couldn't get out of. He couldn't see a door. There were 3 levers in there, but he also knew that behind him a large pharaoh, a large
sand golem,
and a huge sand golem. So
the pharaoh wouldn't have been the issue. It would have been the sand golem that was the big issue.
Well, the pharaoh would have still been a bit of a problem. 10 by 10. I mean, we would have been pretty cramped. But yeah,
would have been cramped, but not.
He was aware. Jacques was aware that he was about to get crushed to death.
Yes.
We all would have.
This thing coming in behind him, and panicked and pulled levers like crazy in different orders.
Glint joined you through the portal as you were doing that.
Yeah, he did. Jacques realised that he will be... No, he didn't realise. He'd trial and error, because he tested the levers in different orders. So he thought, well, obviously you need to pull them all at the same time. Which we did. We pulled them down.
And where did you go?
Down. 100 feet down. Jacques fell into a pitch black hole of pitch blackness. Luckily, I knew that this was going to happen before the game even started, so I gave my character a ring of featherfall. I'm going to give every character I ever make a ring of featherfall from now on.
Yeah, you've got previous on the games that we played for having that for sure.
It's paranoia. It's the ring of paranoia. Glint saved himself, didn't he? He was sat to the side
against the side of the screen. Yeah. Side of the corner of the walls whilst the thing went down. So he was quite lucky in that respect.
Not lucky, good. He was skilled.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. No, but he was okay. And he worked on trying to find out another combination for those levers. But whilst he was doing that, and whilst Vessel was kindly waiting, now Glint the Rat shouted down the crawl space. He screamed down the crawl space that there was no room, so that stopped him from going through. And then he pulled the levers, which then opened. No, that's right. Sorry. First of all, he pulled the levers all up, which opened up into the crawl space he'd originally been in, which was very strange. And then,
which then allowed him to
then he was shouted down to Vessel or through to Vessel, "Don't come through." Meanwhile, Jacques the Bard was beset,
fighting motes. Is that what they were called?
Tomb motes.
Motes. They were tiny little, like, undead dregs. They'd all just basically remnants of undead things that had turned into small creatures. Quite a lot of them are all sort of on him at once. I like to think of it as the small dinosaurs in Jurassic Park: The Lost World, but they're all over that bloke.
Yes.
So basically, he just continued yelling, "Melt!" Just yelling shit. And he was having a really bad time in the pitch black being attacked by undead tiny creatures. And I believe he contracted some sort of disease. We don't know what it is.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
but
he feels a little bit peaky.
Just a bit. And then very quickly, Glint, what did you do to help?
Glint lowered down his rope, which has a grappling hook attached. He sort of levered that into a position where it would latch, and then that allowed Jack the Bard to climb the rope, because thankfully it wasn't too bad a climb check with the rope. And then we then went into the chest room that we had initially discovered.
Yes, you didn't return straight away to.
The chest wasn't trapped, but the bit under the chest was trapped. Because of course it was. You didn't think of that, did you? So that was annoying. What did we we recovered? Like a glass box.
It was a glass box, and it was the removal of the glass box that triggered the trap. But there was a ring of protection in it, which may or may not be cursed or something. I don't know. But we figured out it was a ring of protection. It was crap. It was a ring of protection +1. We've all got better. But it fired a bunch of. We were all just little quills,
Yes.
Oh yeah, it was blasted us
with. It's really annoying because I don't know if they were poisoned or not. We're immune to poison at the minute because of an earlier spell, so it was just irritating. But then we realised that the other two chests had a lot of magic on them, so we didn't want to try those just yet. Which was sort of the theme of the session. There was some stuff that we might have tried, but we didn't because we were concentrating on trying to get the party back together, which was frustrating.
You essentially did a lot of scouting after this.
Yeah, we went through tunnels. We found some secret, like, illusionary walls that we stuck our faces through a lot.
All were decorated by a different, like, creature or something, weren't they? Like holding orbs, and then you'd crawl through the orb, and that would be a secret way through or whatever. And some of them were just walls.
Jacques was able to see the illusions because of his detect magic.
That's
Glint
right.
was able to open some of the doors into
Yes.
smaller areas. One of which we opened, and there was a downpour of arrows, I think, from above trap. But we couldn't open the door that led us back to where we were going, which was the whole point in the session, because it was meant to be open the other way.
Yes, that is true. A few other things. You found an area with a statue. You found another room that had like just general supplies and books and things in it. There was another fog wall at the bottom of the corridor. You found another crawl space that looks like it's leading even further into the tomb, but you knocked that one on the head because you were having with Vessel the Rat, not Vessel the Vessel. And then you took the long way back after deciding you were going to reunite.
These were all things that we have noted as far as the map goes. We know where these things are, the statue with the missing arm, the gargoyle statue with the missing arm, and various other things that we want to come back and explore. I want to look in the chests. I want to try and open the chests, You've got a bunch of stuff.
All of this.
But first,
yes,
we have to go and kill.
Yeah, because
Arnold
the secondary
Schwarzer gargoyle.
the secondary priority, one was getting back together, but the second was to try and get round the other side of where that blasted gargoyle came from, and found no means of getting back there. So yeah, misery.
I felt like we were so close to finding a way to get back there. I think that's what was so frustrating.
We were close. I
We're
could feel it.
Come on.
We were
Which
close.
is why we've come back to this side, really.
The gargoyle statue was almost like a kick in the face, because it was like we found the wrong gargoyle. Anyway.
Yes, you find yourselves back in the initial corridor of all the mosaics and the frescoes. The traps all being marked and revealed, and the 4 of you, 5 of you include the rat. I don't know how long that rat lasts for, Jacques.
I think
Forever.
it just lasts till it dies,
Till it
basically,
dies.
or I ask it to get back in the bag. Get back in the bag.
Go in the bird.
Okay.
But it has basically no combat capabilities. It is a rat.
It is just a basic rat.
Just a rat. It, would be one part of a swarm of rats.
Yes, the size of the rat is not indicative of the rat. It's just so you can see it. And yes, you're back in that room. You are very close to entering the room with the gargoyle. Did you deactivate the trap by the door, Glint? Or did you leave it?
Which door? Sorry.
The one right in front
The
of the
trap.
golem.
Yes.
I think we opened all of the traps.
Yeah, we
We
opened
activated
all of them.
and opened them so that we could check inside for tunnels. So
That's
it is
right,
open
yeah.
to the elements with spikes. It's not like just floor.
Depending how you want to get through said corridor.
Okay, so this door is closed again, is that right? The one that the gargoyle came from?
Yeah, you closed it, if I remember
Oh
correctly.
yes, we walked by and closed it, didn't we?
Yes.
Okay. Glent the Rat is going to look at his companions and he's going to say, alright, we need to lure the thing out, surely. Then we have the advantage.
Do we?
Yeah, more of an
I'm sorry.
advantage.
Advantage?
We have the numbers, at least.
Yeah, we have the numbers. That means we'll be able to flank him. That means we'll be able to sneak him. That means he'll have to come to us. It'll likely mean that we'll get full attacks before he does.
Alright.
Should we just try lure it, shouting down the corridor to see if it responds? Or do we have to go and activate its territory, as it were?
It seemed... Well, I think a gargoyle is a living creature, isn't it? It's not like a...
If it's like a normal gargoyle, then yes, it should be. But
Yeah.
we don't know whether it is or not. It's already got 4 arms.
And the problem is, whoever goes down there is in trouble because it's a lot faster than all of us. I can send the rat. It might not be bothered by a rat though, because it poses no threat to it whatsoever.
Also,
Neither did
we can't see what
Yeah.
the rat sees. The rat's just there
we can't.
to trigger traps. You could argue the gargoyle is a form of living
If only
trap.
I could summon Monster 4.
If
Unfortunately,
only.
I could
We could
use.
just open the door and make some noise. That would.
Yeah.
I
try
could
it.
use another spell for. This is dependent actually because the golem I suspect is the heavy hitter in your party. Yes, of you and Vessel.
Yeah, probably. Let's say that.
Because I
Bound
have
to be.
greater heroism that I can cast on a scroll, but I can only cast it
Not
on one of
sure,
you. He
because
says
it's a construct. You can
creature
cast
touched.
Oh, creature. Okay.
Creature touched. Well, yeah, but it's spell resistance. It says yes, harmless. So because of that, is it immune?
It's immune to magic. Yeah.
Yeah. So in which case, then, are you still a heavy hitter?
Reasonably.
All right. Well, I'll cast it on you then if it's helpful.
I will
Bear in mind, I've only
remind.
got one.
I'll remind you that we also have 2 potions of greater magic weapon recovered from our fallen half-orc friend as well.
I don't carry weapons.
Can the golem go through this corridor?
Slowly, yes, I believe it can. That's what we agreed last time.
So why don't we advance down the corridor behind the
You'll get
golem?
stuck behind the golem.
But it can't fight. It can't hit us if the
but-
golem's filling the space.
It can't, but the golem is huge, therefore 3 squares across, and the corridor is large, therefore 2 squares across. The golem will be at a big disadvantage in combat in that corridor.
Okay. So again, another reason to try and lure him out down here. Then, all right.
I mean, who's the fastest in this party? It's going to be between me and you, isn't it? Glint is who is the first? Shall we do a race? Would you like to do a foot race?
Well, I move at 30, but I probably have a better chance of hiding and advancing and looking at it. But
I also move
but
at
not
30 because
but
you are
not
correct.
but it isn't useful to hide if we're trying to make it chase me, so it's not ideal. Let's just try and shout down the corridor first and see. Then we'll have an answer to one of the riddles. Can you ask your golem vessel to reach and push the door? Go on, Jacques.
Well, I could just play it a song.
Play
There's a tune.
the gargoyle the song or play the door the song?
No, I'll just play a song down the corridor.
Okay.
I will play one of my hits.
Play it again, Jacques. You played it for them, play it for me.
Very well. All right then. Well, Jack the Bard, you pluck us a nice tune, and Vessel, if you could get your sandy friend to push that door open, we'll see if this gargoyle has a taste for defeat.
He is my altar, my butler, my door opener.
I hope he's as useful as you keep claiming, Vessel. Put it that way.
Shark, are you playing a type of bardic music, or is it just your performing?
No, I don't think he's going to do bardic music because it'll just be a waste. Only because he wants to cast. Well, actually, no. He'll cast because this thing's been such a nightmare, and who knows, he might die before he gets a chance to cast it again. So he's going to cast on Vessel Greater Heroism from the scroll that he has, which burns up in his hand, turns into musical notes. There's Greater Heroism will last.
What does it
So it
give
goes,
and what sort of bonus?
It goes
Because
1 minute per level.
bonuses.
So it's going to last for 10 minutes. Functions like heroism, except the creature gains a +4 morale bonus on attack rolls, saves, and skill checks, immunity to fear, and temporary hit points equal to your caster level. So you get 10 temporary hit points.
Sweet.
Guessing you don't have a morale bonus?
I don't have a morale bonus.
Nice. Okay. And with that cast, are you then
I
going to
believe
start?
it will still stack with bardic music when I do start playing that, just as a point.
Can I take the ring of protection from the barbarian?
I put that
It's a
on,
+2.
but if
Oh, did you? Can I put a +1 on then? The one we picked up.
we
from-
discarded
Wait,
that,
do
but
I-
if you want that,
Wait.
do you
Is
want
it
your?
cursed?
That's a good point.
We do not know if it is cursed.
We won't. It's fine. Leave it.
It's just in your possession.
What's your armor class, Vessel?
It's plenty. It's 25 in this form. So.
Okay, you're fine. I need that. Leave me alone. I
Yeah.
need it. Oh, sorry. Glint is gonna pull out a longbow, and he's going to ready an action, and the readied action I will declare is the activation of his Ring of Blinking. And he will prepare himself.
Mm-hmm. There is a second
door.
I did not remember this.
Was there a second door the last time? Oh, no.
Yeah. So, in which case, just very quietly go and open that door, very quietly, Glint, and then come back out again. Don't get it.
Just like that. Yeah, just like
Glint.
that.
And then when you're done, I'll start playing.
All right. Do I remember, just because I'm stupid doesn't mean Glint is, Mike, or you can decide that for yourself, everyone. But do I remember us going down there and opening that door? I guess we must have, right?
Yes.
And there wasn't any traps down there?
There was no traps.
Okay, so he's going to do a move silently to go down there then.
32.
32 for the move silently. Oh, I've grabbed the golem, oh no. I can't grab me.
Let's go.
And he's also going to hide, hopefully sort of in the arch of the door, where the door meets the centre wall.
Yeah.
Part of the wall, rather. And it's the same.
One better.
33, yeah. So yeah, he's just gonna pushes himself into the knock, and as soon as he's opened the door, he's gonna start hustling. Well, we'll actually, no, you know what?
The 4-armed gargoyle that had returned itself to a frozen stasis reanimates and immediately makes its way towards the door. As this is going to essentially lead straight into numerous things, we're going to start now with rolling initiative.
Does my readied action trigger before that?
You can take your readied action, yes.
Bam! Blinking. Okay.
Cool.
I was very much hoping to get its attention.
I really hope that my initiative is good.
I will explain why in a bit, but yes. You might be lucky there. 5.
Looks like I am. I'm out of
Check
there,
me out.
motherfuckers. I'm
Even
gone.
with my low dexterity.
Is the golem going on your turn?
Yeah, it's probably simpler.
Yeah. As soon as the door opens, this 4-armed, monstrous-looking creature immediately reanimates and goes towards... Well, starts to head towards the door, but Glint, you act first.
Glint immediately feels his heart in his throat. He sees the thing that has killed his colleague advancing at the door. He hopes that he can't be seen because he's still hidden and silent, but he's going to do just a double hustle out of there, I think.
Yeah.
Because he wants to lure the gargoyle into our waiting lines. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35... You know what? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That puts me in the golem square. Do you go before it, Dom?
I don't know.
You do.
Oh, okay.
You can see the initiative rolls in the chat.
Yeah, we've got to be open. Just to be clear, all rolls are viewable by everyone here on Let's Dig Up. In that case, he doesn't need to double move to get where he wants to go. So actually, he is going to use this chance to loose an arrow at the creature. And for a plethora of reasons, hopefully this will mean it will be a sneak attack.
Yes, well, let's see then.
Twang! He rolls a 2.
Oh,
What?
Yes.
Sound effect.
Even on its flat-footed armor class, that is a miss, I'm afraid.
Of course. No, that's fine. 5, 10. So off he goes, and he's shoots around the corner, hops over the corner to land here. Glint the rat bellows, "It's coming! It's coming!"
Just so you know, Rob, for the sake of this counter, I've removed your control from the golem, so it should be easier to select your token.
Thank you.
Lovely. As you fire the arrow in and pull back, we jump to Vessel.
Yeah. It should be said, when you're within 10 feet of the golem, it is fucking awful. Like, it's like a sandstorm in there.
Oh,
You struggle to see and do dexterous things. If something requires a check, you take a disadvantage. But it doesn't impact combat as such. But just because you're so close, I thought I'd let you know.
good to know. Thank you.
Vessel and the altar will... Can we prepare an action so that when it comes around the corner, we twonk it one?
So yeah, you can either ready an action for when it gets within range, or you can delay until after it's moved.
I'd like to ready an action because I want to go again before it can hit me.
Yep. So you can both ready an action, but it will be one attack or one cast as opposed to a full round of attacks.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, so you're both readying.
Get ready, altar.
I don't know what a sand golem sounds like, but it's just
I think it sounds almost completely silent.
sad.
Silent as dust.
With that, Jacques the Bard.
Jacques will start playing some beautiful bandoneon. And he will go for Inspire Greatness. Which means that everybody gains 2 bonus hit dice, D10s.
Oh.
Wow.
Loving the bird as well.
The bird song.
You
yes.
do add, obviously, your con to that. So you do a D10 plus your con times 2.
So 2d10 plus our constitution.
Mm-hmm.
Should we roll that now?
Well, 2d10 plus your constitution twice, because it's 2 hit dice. So, yeah, go ahead.
Thank you.
Is that...
All right.
Will that affect my...
That will stack with the other... because it's doesn't do spell resistance, because it's not a spell. It's a spell like ability. It's an ability. And it does stack with what you've got, because it's competence bonus, not a morale bonus. So I don't know if... I mean, if the golem can hear it, then...
Is it a spell-like ability?
No, it's bardic music. I mean, it's just bardic music. It's not a spell-like ability or a spell. It's just...
Is it supernatural, extraordinary?
Inspire greatness. Willing ally. I'm trying to see bardic music. Bard can use magical effects on those around him. These abilities fall under the category of bardic music, and the descriptions discuss singing or playing instruments that can all be activated by reciting blah 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 blah.
I think because it says a magical ability, we can probably assume that golem would be immune to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't do spell resistance.
Inspire courage, inspire competence, they are all supernatural abilities.
Right. But it doesn't... Golems are immune to all magic that allows spell resistance. Rules as written. This does not allow spell resistance because it's not a spell. It doesn't have spell resistance.
It's supernatural, it's not spell-like, so sure.
Sweet.
I believe that increases your DC's Vessel as well, doesn't it?
Why?
If you're 2 hit dice higher.
Oh. Is that the same as getting levels then?
Yeah, but you're getting a hit dice at a level. It's hit dice that equates to...
2 bonus hit dice. It doesn't say specifically bonus hit points. They're hit dice, so yeah.
Okay. Cool.
You also get a +2 competence bonus on attack rolls, which stacks with the +4 you got before, and a +1 competence bonus on fortitude saves.
I'm glad we discussed this for so long, because I rolled a 2 and a 1.
Yeah, I mean, but you're a bit better to hit now. I mean, you're on +4, 5, 6, an extra 6 to hit now.
So +2 to hit
Don't
and
win now.
+4 to fort, did you say?
No, +2 to hit, +1 to fortitude saves.
Excellent. Does that apply to you as well, Jacques, or is that just to the others?
I don't believe bardic music applies to the bard. No.
Fair enough. So with that...
So he will just keep playing, but he will keep playing, and he will move just to here.
Just moving back. Excellent stuff. And as your melody starts
Yes, you're still in range.
reaching out, the creature goes next. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35, 40. Uses an extra movement to get through there. Well, the description says it pursues relentlessly. So it will use a double movement, and it will 5. This is an exposed pit, isn't it?
They're all exposed, yeah.
Yeah. So 5. It will use its movement / flight to essentially hop over the pit, but I'm guessing this is going to trigger if he's now in range of you two.
A twatting.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. So I get +6 total to my
An
attacks.
almighty
That's right.
twatting.
Great. 28 to hit.
That's a hit.
Does it add to damage? Sorry, no, I didn't think it did.
It's just attack.
It doesn't add to damage.
Great.
Double check greater heroism, but I don't think it does. No, it's just attacks.
Sweet. That keeps it easy. So he takes 20 points of damage, 2 of which is fire, as Vessel swings his flaming mace.
Ooh, very nice.
We like a flaming mace.
Like a flaming mace, and then the altar will take a hit as well. Take long. 30 to hit.
Is a hit.
So it does this amount, 19 points of damage, and then the gargoyle must make a Constitution check, as it's been hit by a sand golem and its lungs begin to fill up with sand.
Oh my god.
And I use the words begin to fill up with sand. It's only DC 10 to begin with.
To begin with. Sure. Right. DC 10, you say?
Correct.
Oh!
So this is Stifle. This takes effect until it can spend a full round action to cough the sand out of its lungs. It begins to suffocate.
Well, okay. It won't be able to do anything because that was technically its second. It's still in the middle of its second movement, so it's suffocating as it completes its movement to hop over the pit. However, it can't do anything else. That's a double movement. It completed its move as you did that. And now it's coughing. Yeah.
As it leaps into a hell of sand and fire.
Oh. I will say you did notice with both of you, you and Alter, your attacks did come across some resistance. It wasn't a clean hit, but that is an excellent start to the combat. We're back to the top of the round. Glint, you've just seen the creature now emerge from the corridor, taking, as Vessel has described, a twatting. What do you do?
He's almost like squinting to see the great beast. He didn't think about the fact that he'd be running into effectively a walking sandstorm, but through the sand he can see this thing stutter in its movement, but he will not be complacent. He's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So it moves into here, which gives him clean line of sight on the thing, because it takes up those 4 squares there. He can easily fire into this square here. He is going to loose another shot, and because of many different reasons, this will cause it to be, again, a sneak attack if he lands.
You are 5 feet too far away, unless your sneak attack is extended by 30 feet. 30 feet's the limit.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
So if you're in this square here...
I can still... Okay, I was in that square, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25... Oh god, yeah, you're right.
This one here would work. Yeah. One of those two on that to the east side of that trap would be absolutely fine.
I didn't want to go there, but alright, we will. We'll contribute. He knocks another arrow, and flashing in and out of the ethereal plane, I will add, the arrow fires, blinking out in and out of existence as it covers the ground, and then hopefully will slam into the gargoyle for a 27 to hit.
That is a hit.
Bam! So it lands, first of all, doing 1d8 plus 5d6 points of damage. For 26 points of damage, if he's well, sorry, I assumed, I'm very sorry, I did to the sneak attack damage. If not, then that's a single point of damage.
As you may have suspected, although gargoyles can freeze like statues, does not make them a construct.
These are not steel statues, not real statues. He gets a sneak attack then. Hurrah!
Very nice.
Yes.
Yes, the arrow looks like it doesn't go in as deep as you would like, but still a lovely sneak attack.
Bam! And he'll sort of like look at it with sort of a mixture of horror and triumph, perhaps. Dare to believe that this could be a moment of triumph. Who knows? That's his turn.
Nice. Excellent. And with that, well, here comes the heavy hits, I suspect. Vessel.
Yes. So let's just do a full round of strikes and see where we are after that. So Vessel will go first. I also didn't realise I hadn't added an extra couple of points for flanking. So whatever I rolled before, +2.
Well, you may have been in a problem before because of its position, but there isn't any issue now.
Yeah. So this is my first strike. 30.
Easy hit, yes.
And then it's -5, isn't it, for a second?
Yeah.
I'm rolling very poorly. That's better. 36.
I'm rolling very poorly with a 36. Yes, 2 very good hits.
Well, it's because the bonus is insane. So this will be 66 plus 20, which the last 2 are fire damage, if that matters at all. 38 points of damage.
He's too big to fail.
Nice. So that is... Okay, excellent stuff.
And then 2 slams from the altar, which will also be at +2. It was 19 before, so 21 now. And I forgot to score. 27.
He's a hit.
And 37.
Easy hit. Roll it up.
40 points of damage as Vessel and Alter are just like boom, boom, bang, bang. Just absolutely smashing.
That is impressive, as although you can feel this thing has got heavy resistance to your attacks, you are delivering some heavy blows. Lovely. And as this creature is now under an assault from the two of you, Jacques, what are you going to do?
Jacques will continue to play. Will retreat to back here with a genuine look of terror in his eyes for this thing, because he's seen what it can do.
Can you clarify? Are you just retreating?
I am retreating, yes, but I am also playing bardic music, so I don't suppose I can avoid a hit there with like an attack of opportunity if that's what it's going to do.
As far as I'm aware, that is an attack of opportunity because you are not withdrawing. Withdrawing is just a complete...
I mean, I'm not doing anything else in the round. I'm maintaining bardic music.
Okay, enlighten me very quickly. What action is it to maintain bardic music? Is it a free thing?
It's a standard action to start bardic music, and then it's just a case of like a spell you have to concentrate on, but not really. It's just performing.
Concentrate to maintain an active spell is technically a standard action.
Okay.
It'll be fine. You'll be fine. It's one hit.
Yeah. Yes. Clarify that.
Yeah.
Because if it's free to play, otherwise I'm taking that attack opportunity.
I probably will take the attack of opportunity. I don't really want to stand and be open to a full round of hits. I'd rather stand behind the big guy. So have an attack of opportunity. I will say though, Glint, whilst you are out of a 30-foot range, you're not. You have 10 rounds of still being affected by the bardic music, but you have to come back in that time. You've got 10 rounds. It's fine. But
good to know.
Just letting you know.
Thank you.
But yeah. I suspect he gets an attack of opportunity. My armor class will be 19.
That's an easy hit.
Yes, I thought it might be.
Just the one. You'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll be fine. For 25 point, almost max a million. Almost.
2d8 plus 10. Jesus. For a single strike.
Yeah, he wasn't actually on full health to start with. I've just realised.
Oh, the
This is what
moats.
happens when you put your damage on the other side of the pad. Oh dear, he is bleeding a lot. He is not looking healthy, but he's all right. He also looks a little bit pale, and his eyes are a bit dark, and he's a bit peaky. But we
Yes, you don't know why. Who knows what that could be?
But he's like, oh, you absolute mother.
Which makes it part of the song. Turns into a cool breakdown.
What rhymes with gargoyle?
Spoil?
Whilst you figure that one out, it is the gargoyle's turn. And yes, this creature is starting to suffocate, but at this particular moment, it still has enough air in its lungs still left to hold its breath.
I think if it's suffocating, essentially it's skipping the part where it holds its breath. That's the point. It's not holding its breath, it's suffocating. Suffocation comes at the end of breath holding.
Character has no air to breathe, can hold her breath for 2 rounds per point of constitution.
Has no air to breathe. But if they fail all of that, they're suffocating, which is what comes at the end of all of that. That's why it's a nasty effect from the golem. Otherwise, it could go on for a shit ton
It's
of-
already suffocating. It's got sand in its lungs. Good luck holding your breath when you've got sand in your lungs.
It's not holding its breath. It's
No, you are right. When the character fails one of these checks, they begin to suffocate. In the first round, they fall unconscious. In this following round, they drop to -1 and they are dying. In the third round, they suffocate. You are right. In that case, the creature will spend a round purely coughing, as there is so much sand in its lungs, it can't act efficiently. So is it a full round or a standard?
It's a full round, and it's an attack of opportunity.
Is it?
It is, yeah. It specifically says a full round action that provokes attacks of opportunity.
I see you, Jacques. In that case,
A gift for you.
as the creature is coughing up, take your attacks.
With
Oh man! While it's coughing its guts up, that's just harsh.
Welcome to the Tomb of Horrors, bitch.
yeah, who's
Trying to help
Tomb
it
of
out,
Horrors,
he's
is
patting it on the back just really hard.
With a party
Easy,
of horrors,
pretty
man.
much. Easy hit.
Look at that, 41. We're fine.
I should have
We're
got
fine.
a power attack, but I didn't have the points to spare. 21 points of damage from Vessel,
Very nice.
and from the altar. Almost critical fail.
Confirm it.
Please don't be. 29 to hit.
Just a miss.
That could have been bad.
Could have been.
But for who?
Who knows? So that is the attack of opportunity. It spends its round just coughing up sand, and in doing so, once it feels like it's got enough sand out of its lungs, glint.
There is another shot hurtles towards the gargoyle, blinking in and out of existence before it misses. I believe.
22
Yeah.
is a hit. Its armor class is 21, so you just...
Oh, cool. So he just gets a glancing below with the blinking arrow. So, in that case, uh, 19 points of damage as another arrow sails in and slams into the creature.
Very nice. Yes, and you can see now there's a couple of arrows stuck in it, along with a battered wing and a few others. Lovely stuff. Are you going to stay there?
He's in perfect sneak attack range at the moment. He's got time to spare. He's going to just sit and camp.
Excellent.
I love to camp.
I love to camp. Let us know in the comments if you know what game that's from. Please continue.
Vessel and altar.
I'm kind of imagining it, you know, in what is it? Is it Family Guy, wherever there's like just like two people wailing at one person? There's like they're both just doing that from both sides. I'm kind of imagining that.
Slightly faster than normal. It's like
Machine gun punches, yeah.
pretty much.
Vessel, first of all, 30.
Easy hit.
I am rolling like shit. It's crazy. 34.
Too big to fail. Too big to fail.
Keep rolling like shit, mate. Keep doing it.
Yeah, keep doing that. Keep doing that.
Unless you roll a 1, you can't miss.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Nice. 45.
Lovely.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good.
The same again.
Double 2 slams.
2 slams, baby. I've already forgotten what it does in damage. 3d8 plus 6.
68 plus 16.
That's and 68 6. 66.
68 6.
That's not right either. Because that should be 68, not 66.
Roll it again.
Oh.
32. So it's actually worse.
Oh well.
So 32. So that's
The
that.
luck of the dice.
And guess what, Michael? That'll be a Constitution check, please.
1 or 2 because it hit twice.
Just one.
Just 1.
It's one.
And it's a
per-
Constitution check. It's not even a save.
It's it's not even a 4. It's calm.
Oh yeah, it's a check. Yeah.
Very rare thing. Hence why it's only got a +5 to this.
This thing is
Oh,
just gnarly.
but next time it'll be DC 11.
Oh, okay. This creature spent a whole round just coughing up this really like kind of like a cat coughing. It just sounds a bit nasty, a bit raspy, but it's kind of got two of its hands over its mouth and its other two up here whilst you are attacking it. Excellent stuff. Jacques the Bard.
Have one of those and one of these, and a couple of them.
Jack's just going to keep playing. I'm imagining just the... And you can hit me all day because you punch like a what? A girl. Once again, let us know in the comments if you know where that's from.
Roll the bonus quiz today, goodness.
Excellent. So as you maintain the bardic music, it's now the 4-armed gargoyle, and you've both been doing even damage to it. This creature will just attack ferociously. It's not going to, it's not going to try and be too smart about this. It just wants to remove the threats.
Destroy.
Yes. So, a 1, it will go for Vessel. A 2, it will go for Altar.
Fair.
Here's a D2. Altar.
Phew.
Yeah.
It turns around to the creature that has filled its lungs up, and it's going to go for a full round of attacks. It comes in with, firstly...
Ready for the great big CGI fight.
This is what the people paid to see.
Yeah.
4 claws. The 4 claws.
AC's 23.
23. I just don't have to roll a 1. 1, 2, possibly a critical, but it's a construct.
golem, yeah.
3, 4. As all 4
Oh.
claws hit,
There's
it
no
then
escape from that.
goes in for a bite. And it then goes in to gore with its entire head and body as its bit is going to try and leverage parts of the sand golem up off the floor. All
The
of that
Silaster.
hits.
Yeah.
The Silaster. On top of that, you noticed as it got 2 claws in, it rendered extra sand out. Bear with me, as it does its full damage.
Come
So,
on. Sure, the golem's gonna be stacked. Come on.
so that's that plus that. God, plus those two combined. If you have damage reduction, you're going to get hit 7 times.
Fucking hell. What type of damage?
This is slashing and piercing, but I'm happy.
Great.
Gore is piercing for sure. Yep.
Yeah.
Claws are slashing, bite is piercing.
Cool. I get damage reduction against them.
Really? Oh.
Nice. Just so you know, because I'm going to combine the last 2. Brace yourselves for a full round of attacks. 140 points of damage.
Even with temporary hit points.
That would have taken it down to 2 hit points. But we get our damage reduction, so it's got 37 hit points.
Yes, you get 7 hits, all subjected to damage reduction, as you've just seen this gargoyle, smaller than this golem, unleash an absolute ferocious assault upon it.
Pretty nasty.
Lots of sand from Altar is just flying everywhere until it almost looks like he's going to hollow the creature out. But as the assault ends, the sand just comes back together as he just holds himself back in place. I say it.
It's
With
really
that-
lucky that didn't hit me, because that would have killed me dead.
We rolled for it.
Temporary hit points. Don't forget temporary hit points.
Yeah, that's including that.
Two extra D10s and the.
My temporary hit points would have just been.
You had a boosted AC, I remember as well.
Just been a tip on the check, like.
Oh, and I did roll a crit, so that could have been worse.
True.
Yeah, it would have been much worse on you with a crit as well.
Big time. Big time.
So there you go.
It's not like it's not confirming any crit it ever does, ever.
Yeah.
With that, we jump back to the top of the round. Glint, you've just seen the gargoyle unleash upon the golem.
Bad day at the beach. He's gonna take another shot. Hopefully, like, he's a little bit fucking freaked out by that. He's like, oh my god, it's still going? What? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25... 30. Yeah, it hasn't moved, so he can remain where he is.
Yeah, it just spun around on the spot.
Yep, he looses another shot. Twang! That's a miss. Oh, sorry. +2 for... Do I get a bonus to my attacks from you, Chew, at the moment? Oh no, it's +1. It'd still be a miss. It's a miss.
No, you get +2 to your attacks.
So that would be
Which
21.
would still be a miss.
It'd still be a miss. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shizer. Never mind. Yeah. Bounces off him.
And as the arrow doesn't penetrate its hide...
Oh, can I say something? Free 5-foot step.
Yes.
Just in case. That's me.
Out of range. Excellent. As the arrow reflects off its hide, Vessel and Alter.
Vessel is going to hold his hand up and cast a spell.
Will that provoke an attack of opportunity?
It normally would.
You can cast...
Actually, go on.
You can cast defensively.
I'll do that.
So that's a concentration check of... I believe it's
15
10.
plus the spell level, or 10 plus the spell level. It's one of
you're
those.
right, it's 15 plus the spell's level.
Right.
It's weirdly, it's the one thing that's not in the table on my table. Everything else is in a table, but that's the one thing that isn't in a table. So yeah, 15 plus the level of the spell.
So that'll be 20.
Oh, level 5.
Excellent.
No attack of opportunity as you cast this spell. You are wizened.
And yes, a vessel will cast Flaywind Burst, which is a 60-foot cone, and it will avoid blasting Glint and the rats, but won't bother missing the sand golem. We'll keep that in it, I think.
I remember the name of this, yes.
Yeah, I used to do it as Ash the Druid quite a lot.
That's right.
So a reflex save will halve this damage.
What's the DC?
Oh god, I have not written my DCs down. It's a 5th level spell. My cast level is 9. My wisdom is +5.
It's 10 plus the level of the spell plus your casting modifier, so that's 20.
Great, 20. DC 20. Oh, plus something for having the extra hit points.
Oh, the 2/8 hit die, you mean?
Yeah, the 2/8 hit die.
That won't affect your casting DC unless you've got a spell that has like increased damage with hit die.
Okay, it does also have that.
Oh, okay.
For DC.
DC 20. Nowhere near. It's too focused on the giant sand construct in front of it.
So a hurricane of sand fills the corridor and rips through the gargoyle and the sand golem for 32 points of damage.
Okay.
Oh.
Which doesn't give me a huge amount, but I get 1 hit point for every 3 points of damage back the sand golem. So I get 10 hit points.
Sand damage, yeah, that's crafty. Very good.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's not going to save it, but it gives a little boost.
Yeah.
Slow bit of healing, excellent stuff. The creature still stands. It's barely on its hind legs, but it's still standing. What of Alter?
What a Alter.
Oh, please kill
Slam,
it.
unbothered by the clawfuls and mouthfuls of sand that have been torn from it. 34.
Yeah.
And another 34. It likes to do exactly the same both times.
Of course. Keeps it easy.
Consistent.
Yeah, he's consistent, if nothing else. 44 points of damage.
How
Constitution. Okay.
does Vessel and Alter defeat the 4-armed gargoyle?
Fuck you! So the Flaywind burst rips through the corridor's head, flaying sand, tearing the rock's skin from the gargoyle and refilling Alter's sand levels. But as it gets pushed back by the wind, the Alter just brings one massive fist and smashes it through the gargoyle, killing it finally.
And it, with that final blow, it drops like a stone to the floor. Congratulations, you have defeated the 4-armed mutant gargoyle.
Congratulations, we've defeated the first monster we encountered in the 3rd session.
The 4-armed mutant gargoyle. Thanks, Gygax. Yeah.
I'll happily tell you more about that post-session or a bit later. But I will say you were fighting against damage reduction 10.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot.
And
Crikey.
199 hit points.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is just
Felt like it.
significantly higher than that damage reduction. It might as well have had 400 hit points.
Yeah, what the fuck? Gygax.
So there we go.
The man was evil.
How is anybody supposed to kill that without filling its lungs full of sand for a turn? So it has to...
At the level we're at, particularly.
Yeah.
That was incredible.
I feel like it's very much beyond the party level.
This foe is beyond any of you.
Huge. Yeah, that was insane.
As it drops to the ground, you would have spotted this the first time, but I'm just going to bring it back to your attention. Around the creature's neck is a collar studded with huge gleaming gems.
Yeah. I don't really want to. I don't want to go first.
Well, Jacques the Bard, perhaps we can learn a little bit more about that before we can touch it. Would you be able to see if you can appraise it or detect magic if you have the power to spare?
Detect magic. I actually don't.
No, I didn't think you would, to be fair. We need
Can't
to
do
rest.
it again. I'm very. It's weird, isn't it? Because at level 0 spells, which is what detect magic is, you don't get bonus level 0 spells. You get bonus level 1 spells, but these are even lower. You get no bonus spells at level 0.
Yeah.
So I've used all of my level 0 spells, so I can't do it. I'm sorry.
Will say, I can detect magic.
Oh, excellent. Well, sorry for asking, but I don't really know what you are. So...
I'm the vessel of the god. Punch like a train.
Well, whatever altar is.
My altar, my church, my cathedral.
He's our tank. All right.
Our tank.
Oh, tank!
Also, we can't heal it, can we? Your altar. You can't heal a golem.
He just did it.
A specific spell.
I can slowly heal it using a couple of spells that I've got.
Again, I'm supposed to be the healing, but I wasn't expecting a construct, so I'm afraid I can't.
Bessel, there's lots of sand outside. Can we just get him to roll down the hill a few times?
Yes, but it would take many centuries.
Oh.
Yeah. We were told that there was no real time restraint.
Yeah, we can come back.
We
can come back.
But it's just that we don't live for, centuries.
No, I suppose you don't.
Let us figure out what is this necklace. Maybe it is a thing that will go in the statue that we found. Also, does this creature have all 4 of its arms? Does one of them look in any way cracked or broken or funky?
It does have all 4 of its arms, and they look like a monstrous mutant gargoyle's arms.
Just thinking of comparisons to the statue, like whether there was something. But this gargoyle, there is a statue of a gargoyle in the next room, and this gargoyle, so I can't help. And the statue in the next room is holding its hand out like it's supposed to be holding something, and this has got a great thing around its neck, so can't help but think jewels maybe might fit in the hand.
Just to remind you, you did find the 4th arm that was on the floor by that statue, and each of its upturned palms on the 3 other arms had a small concavity that looked like...
You said concavity so many times last time. It was so much fun. I love it.
I'll say it again. The concavities are each about 1 inch in diameter, but are empty. So...
Yeah.
Well, maybe...
How big are the gems?
Yeah, maybe the gems look of apt size.
It's funny you should say that.
Should we cast Detect Magic on it as well?
Yeah, just because you don't want to pick it up if it's cursed.
Yeah, give it a go.
Indeed.
You cast Detect Magic, and kind of hovering over it, I wonder what this would be. You detect sort of the presence of like lingering arcane energies, the kind that's normally left from like a magical message. When someone leaves like a message in like arcane runes, that kind of magic. So, which I think is universal, I believe. You don't detect anything like evocation or abjuration. You detect none of that, but you do detect the presence of essentially magical ink.
I believe that these gems are possibly gargoyle to gargoyle. They are going to fit in the hands, but we need to find our way through. So,
hold on, I need to fix my creature, my guardian, my soldier.
spend a little bit of time.
I will cast Blast of Sand twice and Flaywind Burst once, because I think it'll take that much to get it anywhere near its peak again.
Roll that up. Are any of you collecting the
yeah,
collar?
I will use my dagger to pick up the chain and lower it into my...
Stay out of the way, this could hurt if you get caught in the blast.
As you're doing that, Jacques, can you give me a spot check, please?
I can certainly try. Spot. Shit. Just realised Jacques is the most oblivious creature. 17.
That's okay. You spot there is a hidden compartment on this collar.
Clint. Hey, look what I have found. I have found an hidden compartment.
You try to speak over the sound of a torrent of sand.
Clint, I found an hidden compartment.
Oh, all right. Well, once I've taken a turn to choke the sand out of my lungs, I'll come over.
All right. I will put it on the floor so you can open it. But in the meantime, I have just remembered I am close to death.
whilst Jack the Bard realizes his mortal coil is in the balance.
Wand of Cure mod like 3 times.
Can I do like a trap find on the collar?
You can just give me a search check.
Do I get my trap finding bonus?
There isn't a trap finding bonus, is there? It's just you can search for traps.
Yeah.
That's not how I read it.
No. You can search for traps. You don't get a bonus. Trap sense gives you a bonus to your armor class against traps.
Yes.
Got it. That's what I was thinking of. Search. 27.
There is absolutely 0 traps on this. It was just a hidden compartment on the back of the collar. It's not even locked.
Glint's going to open it from 10 feet away with his 10-foot long spoon picks.
You not trust Gary
bizarre.
Gygax.
This is like bomb disposal right now. This is the Hurt Locker. Like, he's in the full suit, the padded suit, poking away at it.
Yes. So as well as the gems, the blue quartz stones around it, you see in the secret compartment a slip of parchment fall out. Vessel, you notice that the magical ink, as it were, you detected is on this parchment.
Magic scroll, that.
Yes, it's this newfangled spell they're using to write.
Yeah, this is up and coming language called Draconic. You might want to brush up on it. It's going to be big.
I'll tell you now, you'll need to use read magic to understand it.
Oh.
That's a wizard spell.
It is a wizard spell.
Is that not what you are? I'm very confused by you, Vessel. I'm sorry.
We don't have read magic. Spellcraft. Knowledge
Does
Arcana.
anybody have read magic?
No.
No.
It's
It's
not
not
a wizard.
I've got my jobs to do, alright? I do my jobs, they do their jobs. They're the magic ones.
In that case, let me just check if there's any way. No, that's when using read magic. When using read magic, okay. Yeah, unfortunately, you don't know what it says on this slip of parchment. You know there's some magic symbols, but none of you understand it.
Right, well, that's not very...
See what I said about newfangled magic?
I think maybe this is the instructions as to which thing goes in which hand.
Is there no different magical signatures or marks on these crystals in the necklace to tell us which is which, or...?
Looking at the necklace closer, these are all... There's no marks on them whatsoever. They're all blue quartz stones. They're all about 100 gold points in value. They're all about an inch. They don't look like...
We know where they need to go, don't we?
Yes.
Right up the DM's bottom.
Hey.
Let us go into this area we have been desperately trying to enter and find our way through to where we were.
Allow me, I shall scout ahead.
Before.
And whilst I scout ahead, Vessel, maybe you want to think about what you're going to do with Alta there.
Alta will come through.
I'm shrinking Alta down to large size for the sake of him moving through.
Glint the Rat's going to move through stealthily, if that's okay.
Yes.
Remain with you.
You give me the word.
35. He moves silently to the end of the corridor.
Yep.
Jacques will move as silently as possible also.
While still playing.
No, he's not playing any of these, he's just moving silently. He's ever so stealthy, you know.
You see, watching Glint go up the corridor, you see him get to the end of the corridor, and you just see him stop. And you just see his shoulders go down like this. And then his head.
Jack is a score of 6 and moves silently. He's got his bandonion just sort of hanging, and as he steps and walks, it kind of bounces and makes the bandonion sound on every step. We will move to the end of the corridor with
It's
you.
all right. The panic's over for a second. For one disastrous, soul-crushing second, I thought this was an empty room, but there does actually appear to be 2 doors in the corner here. Look, Jacques the Bard.
It kind of looks like an empty room to me. I don't know. Oh shit! The rat. Yes. We.
I'm going to do a search check of the room, meticulously going round the corners looking for secret doors.
Well, the secret doors in this area here.
Yeah.
As opposed to the publicly known doors. Of course, I put my door sense bonus on there, and
Magic door sense bonus.
23.
Yep, you don't, apart from the 2 doors you do see, you don't see anything else in the room.
That's an atrocious roll. I bet there's something in here that we've missed. I bet. It's too bare.
Would you like me to help you? If you want to have a more thorough look?
If you think you can find secret doors, yeah, by all means.
I can sing a little ditty to improve your chances.
Will you be able to do that, or?
Vessel, you've just stood on Jacques.
He likes it. He told me, do it harder, Daddy.
Oh no!
I don't know what that means.
You're a mummy, not a daddy. Come on.
Damn it.
Oh.
No. No, I mean, I can just do some bardic music so you can have another go.
Thanks. Thank you. I will give it another go.
I've only got 5 more bardic musics left. For
I'm convinced. I'm convinced. 29.
You look around the room and you see nothing but the 2 doors you spotted earlier in the corner.
Sorry, Jacques the Bard.
Damn it.
Unless it's even higher than that, it would seem that is it. There are 2 doors.
I'm going to play myself.
Please describe both doors as accurately as possible.
Sure.
Sound so put out.
Yeah, go on.
Oh, you know what? Actually, there is a full
Describe them
description
until
at the
you
start
love
of this about doors. These are typical oak and iron doors. They look relatively thick and sturdy. They have lovely iron bandings across to hold all the oak panelling in place. They're fairly old, and you can see the iron is starting to weather, but some magic generally in the tomb keeps things from decaying completely. Yeah, there you go.
Thank you.
Which one are we going to
very
open?
much. Well, I'm going to search the doors, Jack the Bard, so you might want to step back. It is my job after all. So he's going to investigate this door first. He'll also tell Vessel to move away, just in case, because we are sort of in a blast range, I suppose.
Very well.
Just this whole tomb is just paranoia central, isn't it? Every door we're like, it's going to explode.
There we go, that's better. Alright. He's going to conduct a...
Vessel just get bigger.
No, I just think the golems got
Really
smaller. By comparison. Yeah. Are you still giving that bonus? Because I rolled without putting a bonus on, Matt, last time. So what was the bonus?
Well, no, I didn't start making any music. You just rolled again with no bonus.
Oh, okay. Well,
I can, but I have to be very, very clear about what I'm doing because I've only got 5 more bars.
Save it.
5.
24 search check on the door that I'm facing currently.
There is nothing on the door.
The other door next to it. $33.
There is nothing on the door.
Is it locked?
Let's try it. Glint is going to try the door. He's going to hide before he does it. He's going to hide against the corner of the door.
Mm-hmm.
For a 34.
34, yep.
He then opens the door. Oh.
It is a little room. It is a teeny tiny little shitty room.
It is a teeny tiny shitty room. It has to be
If you
said.
step into it, you are going to get shot in the top of the head by an arrow. Again.
Yeah, that's going to require some more investigation. That's certainly suspicious. The rat is going to move over here. Once again, pressing himself against the doorway.
Shock and horror. It is another shitty little room.
But this at least goes somewhere. There's a door on the other side. Look. I wish that I could have a very thorough description of the door that lies in wait for us.
Do we
It is
not want
another
to-
oaken iron door.
Do we not want to do checks of the walls in the little shitty room here?
Yeah, we can do some checks.
I think there is probably a reason there is a room there.
Is it a privy?
It is the shitter.
I suppose it could be, with enough
It's
work.
just full of old gargoyle shit.
35.
35, what are you doing?
Checking the walls.
I'm
Be
looking
specific.
at the
Be
wall from
specific.
where I am with the search check.
Specific.
I'm within 10 feet, so I can look at that wall.
Yeah, you can see there is actually a door blended in with the wall.
So what's to say that the door that's in plain sight is probably going to be the trap, and the one that's hidden is the real way forward? Both of the doors seem to go in the same direction.
Let us find out.
You see the play
Can
to
I
Keshi's
just-
castle? Does it look like that? Where they run through all the different rooms? They all
I'm
look the
not
same and
really
some
sure what
all-
you're talking about, but it could be.
I'm also
Takeshi's
going
pyramid.
to add, you can see basically the outline of a secret door. What you can't see is a door handle.
It is to come from the other way. Again!
Well,
I'm sick
the
of this
one-way
shit.
door, I was still able to open it, so I'm gonna do a search check to see if there might be a means of...
Have you checked the ceiling?
I've checked the room. I'm pretty certain I can stand in that room and not be... I did a search check of the room. It should be
You
fine.
did, yes.
He takes a single step into the room.
As you step into the room,
Yeah.
it's almost like a magical opening, just zoop, as a single arrow shoots from the
I
ceiling.
knew it. I told you, you're going to
Do you
get
get a
shot.
bonus?
But
to
I
your AC on this,
searched! I searched!
It is a magic arrow trap that appears when you go into the room.
Just out of curiosity, do they have a search DC? Is it even possible to spot them, or was it above the search DC that he made?
Oh,
Just
you know,
for
I
these
am very sorry.
magical traps.
What was your room search DC? Was it
I don't
30?
know, I've done like 1 billion rooms searches in here to get to this
34.
point. I think it was the 34 or the 33, I could be wrong.
Then yes, you would have seen the trap on the ceiling. I apologise. Yes, search DC was 25. So you would have seen it's there.
No magical traps. They can be spotted.
Right, so, does it look like there'd be a way of deactivating it?
Yes, you could disable it.
I'm gonna bloody try and disable it then with my long spoon trap.
Take out your
Picks.
spoons.
Yeah, let's play the spoons like Sylvester McCoy.
Break the spoons out.
Let's go. 1d20 plus my open lock skill, which is the same as all my other important ones. 34 is the hit.
Zoom. It seems to deactivate.
I'm going to step into the room.
Another arrow.
Yeah. It still fires a trap.
You step into the room and you can see where the secret door was hidden. You can see there is no definitive door handle on it. It's just there. What
was it? Was the D for the would-be damage?
It doesn't look like you're able to fully suppress. Sorry, you didn't to fully stop the trap. Merely suppress it.
I see.
All of these traps
It's a
that I'm
magical
about
trap.
to talk.
Yeah. Okay.
You can't actually stop them, but you can delay them.
Okay. How long have I delayed it for?
3 rounds. So 3 checks.
Okay. He's gonna search the door to learn if he can open the door, and also hopefully learn if there's any traps connected to that door as well. A search on the secret door.
You already did a search on the secret door, so I'll give you this information. There are no traps on it. The fact it was secret is there. It doesn't look like the back of a door. It looks... But weirdly, it doesn't look like the front of a door either. It's there. It's another means through.
So my search check determines we just can't open this door.
Well, there's no conventional door handle on it.
Bottom of it.
Yeah, does it got any kind of gaps along the floor? Does it look like we can push
Have you
it?
tried putting a credit card in the gap and trying to open it?
Everything he fucking says.
There is a slight, thin gap on the floor.
He's just going to try and open the door. He's just going to try and push the door.
You try and push the door, and nothing happens. 1.
Would you like to try get both of our fingers underneath and pull? The little gap that is underneath, we try to pull it.
Oh, it looks like a little gap, like you can put your fingers down. You don't necessarily look like you can put your fingers under.
Oh, down.
What?
Oh, so it might slide down into the ground then, perhaps. Is that what you're saying?
Is that what you're going to try?
It comes up out of a thing like that and there's a gap here. Is that what you mean? So we're like doing that?
Yeah.
Okay. Looks like it's a door that's going to slide down, if I'm honest, Jack. I don't think there's going to be any means for us to open this door from this side. I've done a meticulous search check of the thing. I've pushed it.
You said it doesn't look at the back of a door or the front of a door. So there's no way to open it on either side. There must be a way to open it. We're just missing it.
Did you say you were going to try anything, or are you just looking at it?
I did try
and
it.
slide it down. Suction.
Sorry, Glint?
I did try and move it. I did try and push the door.
You tried to push the door, didn't you?
Yeah, I tried to push the door. That counted as 1.
Yeah.
But you didn't try and slide it down.
Let's try and get... Is there a ridge along the top?
Well, I'm guessing if you put your hands on it and do that enough, friction and stuff would... Oh.
You do know, don't lie. You've read the module.
Well, I'm not going to be able to move it because I don't have much strength. But if someone wants to try and pull the door down, then they'd be very welcome
I'm on
to.
-1 for strength, so if we could get the go to give it a shot.
You could try.
Vessel's a bit stronger than the go.
Okay, but maybe just be careful. Okay. I don't know if that's a...
Vessel can reach from there.
Alright.
Vessel will try and reach in and pull the door down.
Yeah, you've got one more action before the thing reactivates. Vessel reaches in, and with his hand, it has the same strength as pushing a regular door open, just down. As you slide the door.
Absolute prick. This is prickery of the highest order.
How did my search check of 30, whatever it was, not determine that that's how you open the door?
Do you want to know something that's absolutely horrible? Contemporary D&D rules don't normally support the minutiae, excuse my pronunciation, involved in how a particular secret door is opened. But I need specifics in this situation.
Because we didn't say it. We didn't say it specifically. This is rage-inducing.
Yes, I need to know exactly.
Look at how many rolls I've made for literally 4 squares of this map.
I need to know exactly how do you
Well,
open that secret
okay,
door.
Rob. Let's see what's behind the door.
Let's go in the door.
Another fucking
It's
square
a
room.
fucking square
Another
room. It's
shitty
of
little
course
square
it
room.
is. Have you tried moving the door up?
Of course it is. Of course it is, Matt.
Oh, sorry, Dom. I moved
Scotland.
your character instead of mine.
That's alright. Vessel opens the door and then goes,
Glint, you're back up.
Glint, as you were. Please continue.
Don't forget to do the trap again.
You've got one more round before that trap activates.
If only we had like a big shield we could just lodge in the ceiling across to protect us.
Well, we could just close this door, couldn't we? We'd close the door, let it go off, and then walk through. Right?
I think because it's a magical trap, I don't think it's a one-off.
Did you? I've not gone in there yet. Did it look like there was another way forward? Vessel?
There's just 4 walls. It's another shit room. Shitting room for shitting in.
Okay, come back out. Let's close that door. Let's try the other door first.
What? We've just made progress.
All right, okay. Right, fuck it. Glint's going to rush into the other room.
As you go into that room, an arrow from this room, from the ceiling, will shoot down on you. You're going to notice a horrible pattern here. What's your flat
Why did I fucking listen to you, Matt? Why did I do that?
Your regular
You just
armor class
ran
is-
in. What are you talking about? How was that my fault?
My armor class, my flat-footed armor class is, with my trap sense, a +3. 19.
Okay. An arrow from the ceiling shoots down, dealing 7 points of damage into your shoulder as another arrow trap from the ceiling goes thunk.
Does it look like it's going to immediately do that again?
If we were doing this in rounds, it looks like it would fire in the next round. And
Okay.
again, and again,
Glint's
and
going
again.
to try and disable that like he did the last one.
Yep.
Okay.
DC 25.
Okay. That's my action. Glint's going to run out.
Yep. As you run out, the one you had deactivated in the first room reactivates and rearms. So now both of them are armed.
I can't. I just got to keep deactivating them and searching for more.
How often does your ring of blink last, by the way?
Oh, it's not active.
Oh, okay.
Rounds it lasts.
Got it.
Okay.
Right. I just think that since you are constantly doing traps and stuff, I might as well use more bardic music.
Should we try?
You're going to continue to be...
Because now we know we have to do that. I'm going to check this room first.
The other room.
The other room.
Yep.
Search check.
Yep.
35.
There is nothing in that room.
He's going to search the door.
Yep.
39.
There's 0 on the door.
You don't need bardic music.
Yeah, you're fine. Don't worry.
I was thinking for the traps in the other rooms that you didn't keep taking damage. Can heal you as well, by the way.
With the search... That's the search check of the room, right? This is for the door.
Yeah, and the door. You did the door on 20.
Okay, so there's no lock on the door. There doesn't appear to be a trap on the door.
Nothing.
Does it look similar that you have to push it up or down?
No, this has a regular handle on this door.
Glint gets 16 hit points as Jacques just prods him with a wand.
Thank you.
Ow!
Wait, is that temporary hit points?
No, that's just a wand of cure mod.
We'll save it because I am actually taking damage. That just took out the temporary hit points that I had. I was given 13 temporary hit points. Yeah, I don't think I. So,
fair enough.
But so yeah, keep that. Don't take that spell back. I appreciate it.
You take that back.
Sucks it back into the wand.
Okay. This appears to be a.
An oaken iron door. You can see the handle untrapped.
Jacques, do you want to stand back? I think it's probably going to be something's going to happen. I'm pretty sure.
I will stand right here.
I'm just pretty sure that something's going to happen. All right. What I'm going to do, however, bam, activates blinking, and then he opens the door.
You open the door.
No, it isn't another shitty little room.
I do a quick search check of the room ahead of me.
Yep.
26.
You see nothing in the room.
Apart from the door.
Apart from the door, yes.
Describe the door.
It's another door of oaken iron. Again, seems to be preserved over these long years through some foul magic that keeps this place not completely rusting and peeling over, but yes.
33 search check on the door.
There is 0 things on that door. No traps, no locks, no coconuts. Nothing.
Jacques, do you want to step back again?
I will step back into here. Go ahead. Fucking another one. Oh, it is another little one.
Search check of the room. 36.
You see nothing.
Search check of the door. 33.
Just knowing one of these rooms, there is
Nothing.
going to be something there.
It just waits for you to get impatient, like I just did earlier, and
Yeah.
and then boom.
Fucks you from the sky.
Yeah, absolutely fuck you.
Yeah.
So that's a 33 on the door, Mike. Just to
Yep.
be clear, nothing.
Note.
Oh my god.
You see a bare room.
This is obviously where there's going to be a secret door right here, and we know there is because it links up to the door we found on the other side over here.
Must
Or
be. Or
the
it has-
other path goes round the outside of it.
And then links up, which is very possible as well. Yeah.
It gives
I
me
want to know
annoying.
the other way as well. I do. Once we've done this, we've got to try.
39 search check in the room ahead.
Nothing in the room.
So it doesn't bridge at all then.
You see no secret door. You see no trap. No nothing. It is just a dead chamber.
Jacques,
How
would you
on the
like
walls?
would you like to come through for a second? Just would you like to come through for a moment, please, Jack? Just for a moment, just come back through. Come back through. There we are. As soon as Jack's the bard is through, Clint just slams the door as hard as he can. As hard as he physically can.
All right. It was, what do you say, a red herring.
That it is.
Please let us continue down the way with this.
Oh, I've got to do disable device things again.
All right, now I will start playing music.
They reset.
He will start playing bardic music.
Okay, so let's work this out. It's a search check.
Confidence.
I don't need to do search checks for the 2 traps in there because I know they're there. So the only checks that I need to do for those 2 rooms are disable devices at a distance to take out those 2 traps. And in the second room, I need to do another search check to see if I can find another way forward.
Yes.
Okay, so disable device.
Plus 2 to your
2021.
device. Well,
So
to
another
all
plus.
skills now.
Okay, great.
25 is the DC, just so you know.
I just managed to disable the trap then in that one.
Yeah, and it is suppressed for 2 rounds.
You might all want to come with me then because
Ruby?
it's going to reactivate as we move through.
If you were to do this under a
Trigger.
taller creature, it would take the impact, for example.
Vessel will stand over you.
Is there room? Can we do that? We're not going to get
Actually, can I
mashed.
check something? Vessel's just going to walk into this room. Does the trap activate?
Had Glint activated it?
Okay. I thought that was the other one. Actually, that's not a good idea.
Oh no, I deactivated the first one.
Yeah.
I haven't done the one in there.
Yeah, enough time is reset, so if you were to go in there, it would...
This one will still shoot at you, Vessel. If you go in this room here that I've pinged, that will fire. And I need to find a way... We were assuming there's a way ahead in that one.
So it's disable device, search secret doors, search the secret door to open it. Whatever's in the next room, disable device, and then we'll just keep going. But you have the +2s. Let's do this.
Yes.
Okay, right. So that was to find, but I already know it's there. So
You know it's there. That was your disabled device.
That's a
which
fail.
Is a fail. You know that's a fail.
I'm also 10 feet away from it.
It's not going to fire because you didn't fail by enough. But if you want to wait a turn, you're delaying until the one above you reactivates.
No, I'm going again.
So we're down a round. Cool.
Oh no.
32.
That is suppressed.
In. Search.
I'm with you.
2 rounds.
Search.
Search check.
37.
Yeah, you see there is a secret door
Right in front of us.
here, and
Yeah.
it doesn't appear with that to have any door handles, any means of direct opening. Very
We'll
similar to
slide the
previous.
fucking thing down, and then if that doesn't work, up.
Let me search it
That
first.
doesn't work, across.
Jack the Bard, let me search it first.
Oui, oui.
29.
Nothing on the door. That's 1 round. So the one behind you is now activating. Who's doing what?
We're both doing this.
We were both doing that, in fairness, yeah.
So you're left and right on the door, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still
Oh,
As you're-
before he does it,
doing
ring a
this.
blinking as well.
Yeah. As you both do this, Jacques, as you're pressing it down, actually you're putting a bit of pressure on it, you notice the door swivels on the centre.
Oh.
So it's... zoom.
Melt.
That's right. These vary.
It's still locked.
Who wrote this shit?
Try it now.
You know who wrote it.
I know.
You see another room.
Alright.
We're literally going to have to do this going round all there. If that's going to link to where we think it is,
I fucking hope so.
the tedium.
If
The
in the next room
tedium.
it goes in the wrong direction, I'm going to lose my shit.
Search check of the room. 32.
32. Yes, you see a trap above you, and you also see a door, again, like the others, beneath you, below you.
Disable device, the trap.
It doesn't. That's a round. The trap that's above your head now fires at odds, Rob, evens, Matt.
Oh, no.
Evens, Matt. Matt, what's your armor class? So Jacques.
19.
Jacques, an arrow fires from the ceiling
Plus
into your shoulder
15.
Doom, for 6 points as a magic
19.
arrow goes kunk.
I want to test what it can do. I'm going to step into this room where the trap should be active. I want to
Yep.
see what the
The trap in there shoots at you.
AC 25.
29.
Ah,
4.
shit.
3 points of damage as you step into the
done-
room.
Damage resistance 3.
It's alright. I can heal all of this. Just keep going.
Okay, so I need to
fucking
try
going
and disable the trap again then.
Yep.
I'm going to stand over you guys.
What's the DC again, Mike?
25.
With my shield.
The one above you detonates. Unfortunately, Vessel, you're so large, it's just going to hit you.
Yeah.
25. It bounces off your armor.
That's what I was hoping. It's going to
Oh.
miss 50% of the time.
Oh, cool. Okay, nice. Great.
It's much better.
Okay, again.
And I have some damage resistance.
I
so
have plus
I can also
21
tank a
on
bit
my
more.
rolls, and I'm still failing. 33! Get in!
It is deactivated for 3 rounds.
Okay.
You all move in.
I can't. Can you just move us all, mate? Because I can't select myself when I'm under vessel.
Yep.
Tat. Okay, search the door.
How's this gonna fucking open?
26 on the searching the door.
You see no traps whatsoever. You do see, similar to the other one, this one at the bottom has a gap at the bottom of the door. However, it's not like a gap that goes down, it's a gap that goes underneath.
This is a patio door, isn't it? This is just going to open like that. There's going to be a nice...
swivel on the vertical.
Yeah, going to be a nice small holding outside with a
Maybe. I
little
think it
water
might
feature.
open upwards into the chamber that way.
Like a dog flap.
I'm gonna push the door at the bottom.
Actually, Jacques, you have spot on. As you get your hand underneath, you try to push open, but realise as you pull your hand out from underneath, you pull the door with you, and it opens like this. Unfortunately, Vessel, that means you're like... as the door does this.
So we have to step back to get under it.
Yes.
But that presumably means we can just hold that above us. And
Into the chamber!
For now, yes. Glint, you can see the trap from here, I will just say.
Oh shit, I did not step forward.
Jacques, I saw that. This is the
I
Tomb
don't-
of Horrors. What is your armor class, please?
It's 19, I got excited.
that?
I got excited! There was a corridor!
That's what they want. That's what they want.
Matt, you
I
take
feel like that means I'm getting
8
the best out of the
points of
experience.
damage.
He's
You
got one in this
showed-
shoulder, thunk in the other
No,
shoulder.
no. You showed enthusiasm for exploring. That must be crushed immediately. You can't enjoy this.
Oh, not the Tomb of Horrors.
Right. Purely academic. This is why we're doing it. Glint's going to try... Can you reach the trap there as with the other doors?
You can, yes. The trap above you will detonate.
The door's in the way.
Doors in
It's
the way!
okay. It doesn't hit you anyway, so you're
Bonk.
fine.
That's a very good point. The doors are... Yeah.
The door's not the size of the room.
I'm
gotta be
calling
pretty
shenanigans.
It's okay.
Doors are like 7 feet long.
Have you deactivated this trap in this room?
No.
No, the shot missed you anyway.
It doesn't matter what I roll. I just can't do it. It's a crisis of conscience.
Oh, no, sorry, you
confidence.
have 2
You
rounds
can.
left. Shouldn't have fired that anyway.
Oh, Glint.
You could say
Glint.
37.
Oh, Glint. Oh, Glint.
I disable that one.
I believe that you can
4 rounds.
disable the trap.
I'm going to search... As he steps into this 10 meters... Oh, sorry, Vessel, I keep moving you.
That's
Sorry,
okay.
mate. As he moves in there, he's then going to do a search of the way to progress.
Yep.
26.
There is a secret door at the end.
Wee wee. I'm not going to run ahead though, because that would be mental.
Well, I didn't see anything, so I'm going to go to the door.
Okay, I'll join you. I have faith in your abilities.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm going to search the door.
You search the door.
24.
You see no nothing. No traps, no nothing.
No, I didn't
Does
think
this
so.
one roll?
No, you notice actually under the door there is a slight gap again, similar to the previous one.
Does this one push like I thought before?
You get your hands underneath to push it, and it doesn't move.
Slide.
Mike, the altar is going to join us in the corridor. So
I'm just going to do 2 rounds of attacks. 25. What's the armor class
that's
for
a
it?
hit.
What?
Yeah, I'm guessing that doesn't bypass its damage reduction.
It doesn't know.
Oh, 1 point off the amount.
Oh, I see.
And
He's coming
you're hit
through.
with the
Got
second
it.
one because the other one's been deactivated
Got it.
for 4 points of damage.
Also doesn't overcome the damage reduction.
Perfect.
He
would
brings the rat
imagine-
with him in a little.
I'd like to think it's it's kind of stretched more to fit.
Yeah, I think it like almost turns into like a snake,
There you go.
but with like arms and legs.
Like a sandy poo working its way through a bowel.
Sandy
Yes,
poo.
sandy.
And with that analogy, yes. Jacques, this doesn't like that way.
Slide
you
to
can-
the side.
You can get your hand underneath.
Just shove it up, straight up.
As it just shoves, lift.
You lift up, and the door just goes up into the rafters.
Good.
So just, for goodness sake.
Search the room.
I'm still playing music.
Yeah, you see a trap in the air. You see there's actually also a door there as well.
I can't disable these traps. I just roll ones every time I try and disable the trap.
That's okay. You've got 2 rounds left on the room you're in before it reactivates.
Okay, I'll try again.
Glent, you are the master of traps.
You have 1 round left before the one in your
No,
room
that's
activates.
1, 2.
You deactivate the one in the next room. 4.
Wee.
2 rounds.
Search the door.
You search the door.
39.
You find nothing. You notice this particular door has a really thin gap that runs down the middle.
Separates, doesn't it? Come on.
You can kind of put your hands and fingers in the middle. It doesn't seem to push, but as soon as you pull your fingers kind of out, you find the door actually comes with you, and you're able to sort of open it like this.
Slides apart, yeah.
It's locked.
Not anymore.
It links up. It does. It links up.
So not worth it. It's so not worth it. We have
might
another.
We already got there.
Party inside the Tomb of Horrors. Finally.
Just keep moving.
Right, searching the way ahead.
Yep, you've got 1 round before the room you're in activates.
30.
You spot a secret door at the end
Yeah.
and trap in the air.
Disable the trap. 36.
Yeah, disabled 4. Oh. 3 rounds. I'm guessing you all move in.
Search the door.
You search the door.
37.
There is no trap, no nothing on this one.
Open the door.
How?
What looks,
Asking nicely.
Yeah, like what looks like the possible
We saw
way.
this one from the other side, didn't we?
Don't know.
Yeah.
Let me
And
say
we-
there is a thin gap that runs along the side, like a seam. Yes, Jacques, as you get your hands, you slide it open. Like a
Which
patio
we
door.
could have done earlier from the other side. but
Yes,
we
you could.
Yeah. But then you would have ended up in that room with the gargoyle with no escape because you would have taken an arrow to the head every time you went into a new
Yes.
room. It's probably best you didn't.
You now see the way ahead. You see there is 1 arrow trap still remaining above you.
I disable it.
Do it. Yep, the one there is disabled. You're all able to pass through into the corridor, the long, wide hall inlaid with tiles, paintings, signs, glyphs, and thank you all very much. You have got through the one thing I have been absolutely dreading since we started, which was this. The door puzzle.
Yeah.
It's not even door puzzle.
Not even a puzzle. It's just roll
It's-
until you fail. We're lucky that I have insane rolls for such
Think
things.
of different ways a door
Yeah.
can open.
The essence of this secret door complex requires this level of attention to avoid making the navigation of this area nothing more than a mathematical exercise. So says the
You know what? That's what I do my D&D for, mathematical exercises.
Yeah. Gygax, I could just picture him sat there going,
Well, actually, If you do the trap correctly, it's nothing more than a mathematical.
Right.
With the party having now entered the next corridor of the Tomb of Horrors, I think that's a good time for us to take a very quick break so we can get quick refreshments.
Break.
And if you haven't already, please give us a like and subscribe. If you would have done any of this differently, please leave it in the comments.
Join us on the next part of this Let's Dig Up as we walk down another corridor. This time, one we've already been down.
Yeah,
This
it's,
one
we
goes
do
over
want to
Pythagoras
actually
to
hear
solve.
if you would have done something differently, but be kind.
We'd love to hear it. We'd love to hear
Don't
it.
call us fucking idiots, okay?
They will, we already know. Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
That was very clear for the last hour.
Be right back.
And we are back. We are in the next corridor. And just to fill in our current viewers who didn't see last time, what had been discovered the last time you were here, yes, at the top of this corridor, near where Vessel stands, is a crawl space that leads to a gargoyle statue, 3-armed, missing one. A bit further down, there is what sort of looked like a storeroom. There were a couple of secret passages, one that seemed to carry on around and down, and one that led into a room full of chests. And right at the bottom of the corridor is another fog arch. So the question is, what are you all going to do?
We're going to go back to that statue that's through that tunnel there to see if we can put the gems in the concavities.
Yeah. The concavities.
Concavities.
This isn't going to bring the gargoyle to life, is it?
I'm really hoping it is some sort of reward for defeating the gargoyle. It is the spoils, but there is always a possibility of...
I just feel like there hasn't been many spoils so far. It's been mainly
Exactly.
whatever the opposite of spoils is.
Precisely.
Spoil.
We were offered spoils. That is the whole point in this tomb. It is full of riches. Bring on the riches, that is what I say.
Riches of pestilence. And
We are going to go down towards the gargoyle.
I was reading a pamphlet the other day on parchment all about how you manifest what you want in life. So I'm going to manifest within my very essence that isn't going to be a gargoyle that springs to life, but will in fact shower us with treasure.
Yes.
I, however, opt not to be the one to add the gems into the concavities, for they are magical and thus not my expertise. Thank you very much.
So
I can't fit.
I'm going to stay down here if you don't mind.
as just for our viewers who haven't seen last time, a broken 8-foot-tall statue of a 4-armed gargoyle squats here, alone and in the dark. Its 3 remaining hands appear as if in positions of supplication or need. Its 4th arm was on the floor as found and spotted last time. And yes, there are small concavities in each of the 3 hands holding up.
Is there a concavity in the arm that is broken? Just out of curiosity.
No.
No,
Is there
that's
a
really
cavity
weird.
in the arse?
You can't check.
Can I
but
fuck the statue?
Is not an arse a concavity in itself?
No.
What, if nothing else?
What is an
Right.
arse?
Jack,
If not, a concavity.
Jack put the necklace in his bag anyway. So,
Yes.
do the gems come out? Do they look like they just?
With enough prying, it's not too difficult.
He'll use his dagger.
Yeah. Are you going to take all 10 of them out, or are you just going to do as you need?
I'm sorry. There's 10.
There's
I
10,
thought there was
yeah.
enough. I thought there was
4.
3 or 4.
4, I thought. I don't remember him saying. I guess I just assumed.
Sorry, it's because you didn't do a proper appraise check, but yeah. There are blue quartz stones of 100 gold value each, 10 gems in total.
All right.
So yes,
He will remove 3 of them. He'll juggle them for a minute, and then he'll place them in the hands.
Whatever you're doing, we can't see. So you're just doing it for your own amusement.
I am juggling. It is very impressive.
In the dark.
I feel impressed.
Oh, you can all see. I've just checked. Okay.
He's a spell scale. He can see.
Oh, we
quite well.
can see him. It's just that our characters can't see him.
Yes, yeah. I was just checking you as players.
Yes.
Yes. These particular gems fit very neatly in the concavities of the hands, and you put one in all three. And as you put the third one in, the stony digits on the three holding them all close upon it and crush each gem to a powder. Then all three empty the grains onto the floor and then return to their initial position.
Good thing there's 10, eh?
How are the spoils doing?
Yeah, those pretty gems.
Are there riches?
If anything else,
beyond
we can at
imagination?
least take them with us, yeah.
It is quite amazing. This I have found a device specifically for creating spell components. You know you crush garlic. This is crushing,
Quartz.
making dust.
Quartz dust.
They all look identical, yes.
Yes.
Okay. If
Okay.
only we could read the little fucking bit of paper.
Yeah, we feel so lost without the little bit of paper.
The bit of paper it
The
says.
paper that our friend Gorgoroth died for, effectively. That's why we fought it in the first place, was to get here.
All
Not that
right.
we knew it at the time.
I have placed the three in the three hands.
No.
The three hands. They have crushed and destroyed the gems, and now they want more gems.
How do you know they want more gems?
Because they are open in supplication.
They are.
I heard the description.
Try putting something else in there. Like some
What about
stones.
my spell scale penis?
I knew you were going to say that. I was going to say, don't put your own body parts in the gargoyle's grasp. I know you too well.
I pluck out my eyeballs.
Right.
I don't know.
Is there another way that we can read magic without casting the spell? Is there some way that we could decode the message? Because they're all the same, so it's not like we have any means of working out.
We cannot.
would-
We need
The message. The message wouldn't be able to tell us which one is which. If they all look the same, then they must all be the same. Surely, that's a what massive generalization, but surely, just from surface
also-
level, what we know, they're all the same.
This is a little bit sort of metagamey, but Mike did not ask what order I put them in. He didn't ask.
That's
So
true.
I don't think that's relevant either.
You could make a DC 30 decipher script, but you have to be trained only.
Oh, great! I'm not trained.
I am trained in Decipher Script. I have
DC
no
30.
points in it, so it is not possible.
I
I'm
can give
afraid.
you a blessing bonus.
Will it be more than 10?
No.
Well, then it won't add to anything. I have 3 in Intelligence, which is what Decipher Script is.
This is insane.
So I would need 7, and I'd need to roll a 20.
You need 8. Because technically we
Oh,
got
you got to
that.
exceed it, yeah. All right, I will take the chain with the things on, and I will put it around the neck of the gargoyle.
Wait a second.
You put
Oh, okay. Never mind.
it around the neck, and nothing happens.
The gargoyle outside was wearing it around his neck, wasn't it? So
It was, yes.
Jacques the Bard, can you perhaps manipulate the hand that's fallen from the gargoyle to have that place something in its grasp? Like using the
he'll pick
the
up
other
the
hand. Maybe it's
broken
something to do with the arm, maybe. I don't know.
For a second. Oh, it's got a big arm. He'll pick up the broken arm, and he'll look at the hand shape. Does it look like it could hold
There's no like dip or concavity on that hand.
For fuck's sake.
Use its arm and slap it around the face.
Yeah, I punch it in its own balls.
You punch stone.
All right. Because I put all three in.
Magically, they held the same detection. You detected the same thing from them, which was universal magic. Was that right?
Well,
That was only from
that was off the writing. These aren't magical.
Yeah, these
They're
are
very
just
magical
plain
things.
gems.
Did we do magic on the statue? Determine the statue's obviously magical. It can close its hands and stuff. Obviously, it's magical. But like, any clue?
Do we think that there's some way to imbue these with magic?
Well, they are just regular gems of their value. So if you have a means of,
Oh my god!
Oh no, the DM!
Oh, he failed a
He's
reflex
dead.
save.
He's under attack!
I caught.
Do you need us to call 999, Mike?
Cable.
Blink twice if you need an ambulance.
I'm fine.
So at this point, the camera reveals that he's got nothing on his bottom half. We're all like, oh.
I enjoyed. Anyway, sorry about that.
I think that rather than use more gems, so I will come back out.
Yeah, we only got a certain amount of gems.
Rather than use more of the gems, we will have a look to see if there is some way in the rest of this area. We will search to see if there is some way to imbue the gems with some sort of magic, like in the colourful orbs, the archway, that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, of course. Did we not search most of these doors down here?
You searched every single
We did.
illusion.
Thank
Yes.
God. So
Oh,
we don't
these
do that
are-
again.
These are
Yeah,
not
there's a lot of
doors.
crawl spaces, weren't there?
These are just fake wall thingies.
You
We-
know the crawl spaces. You know the doors.
We were attacked by some magical force in that. Don't go in there.
Yes, you were where Jacques is standing, attacked
remember
by
the
something.
By the brain.
By a will DC.
Don't go in there.
Glint, your long spoon, is it like a long stick?
I have a 10-foot pole that I can extend, and I
If I hang
And
the
also,
and also
If I hang the necklace on the end of your 10-foot pole, can you extend it into the room with the magic?
no. I think the second you step in there, the power blasts.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Don't step in. Just push the necklace.
Oh, put the necklace in. Okay,
At
we'll
the
give it.
end of the
Yeah,
10-foot
we'll give it a go. Why not?
See
He
if the
will.
necklace soaks up some of the magic inside.
Yeah, okay. He'll put the necklace over the 10-foot pole and
Fuck it, why
and yep.
I'm just trying to think outside of some sort of box.
He just sticks it into the room.
You dangle the necklace into the room.
Wobble, wobble, wobble.
Nothing happens.
Yeah, figures.
Now, we didn't explore that room fully, if I'm not mistaken.
No, we did not. What was the will like? Did you pass it?
I did pass it, but I only managed to pass it, I believe, because I have a feat called Cumbrous Will, which gives me a temporary emergency boost to will saves.
Hold on.
could try going through the fog gate.
Did
Where
we
you
not?
are,
Wait.
or you said you could.
I said we could. I'm not.
I've lost track. I zoomed in where
I'm
you two
not
were.
the
Oh, you're
one
up
to
there.
Go through.
Oh, that one down there.
Yes.
Round per level.
I forgot
all
about that
allies
down there.
Within 30 feet. Okay, so I have a spell that I will cast, and I'm going to go into the room, but I will cast this spell first. Are you with us, Vessel?
Yeah.
Vessel the rat is behind you, but Vessel is just up the corridor. Oh, I'm so sorry. You should be healed.
All allies within 30 feet. So this is a song called Battle Hymn.
Nice.
So he puts away his bandonium for a moment and just goes... and
Nice.
for 10 rounds, everybody gets one re-roll of a will save per round.
Very nice.
Okay.
And then I will step into the room.
You step into the room, and just to remind our viewers, dust covers the remains of a wizard's storeroom like snow. Fallen shelves, smashed crockery, glass shards from dozens of smashed potion vials and corroded alchemical tools litter the floor. However, in the northwest corner of the room, something grey and shriveled sloshes within a grimy glass canister.
Oh, it didn't trigger. I thought it was as soon as we went in the room. Unless it only had one blast and it hit me with it, or tried to hit me with it.
Okay. There are some little blue glowing spots on the floor.
Listen, Wizard's Storeroom immediately made me think, ooh, perhaps we're onto something.
So I'm going to cling to this back wall. Like, I can't do it properly, but I'm going to just edge.
Could you make a
along
will
the
save,
wall.
please?
Right,
So
10 feet
go
away.
back a square.
10 feet away then, got
okay.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll do a will save. Before you tell me, I will re-roll that, because you have to declare the re-roll before the DM says whether it's a success or not.
Okay, you're going to re-roll that.
24.
Is a success.
Go on, Jack the
As you
Bard.
step into the room, you feel like a sudden headache just hits you in the head. Like if it can
what?
be described as a mental punch, that's what it was. Like a sudden headache for just headache for a second, and like a bad one, just like oh. But it didn't do anything to you.
So it sounds like he resisted it.
You resisted.
Would you allow me a spellcraft or a knowledge arcana to try and gain an understanding of what that was, so I can get a better idea of what we're up against?
Yes, and then
Which would you prefer, knowledge arcana or spellcraft? I assume spellcraft.
either or, but knowledge arcana might be better.
Well, it is higher, so yeah, it would be. 22.
What hit you was not a spell, but a school of psionics.
Psionics? I didn't even think that was around when this module was created.
Well, this was recreated for
This came
edition,
with the recreation.
So, yeah.
Oh, great.
At this
It needed bonuses adding to it.
unless Glint the Rat or Vessel and Alter are doing anything, something's going to happen again. But yeah, that was psionics that hit you.
No,
Unless you
gonna
can manifest.
let him do his thing.
Yeah. Unless you can manifest psionics, you won't know what it is specifically.
No, you definitely can't.
Okay. In this case, can you make another will save, please?
I haven't done anything yet.
Exactly.
Am I allowed to search the room?
Yeah,
or
is he
do
not
anything?
allowed to do a check first?
Okay, you know what? Let's re-roll initiative so we can
That's fair.
do this in all fairness.
Okay.
Yeah,
The
otherwise
room
it's just going to
versus-
keep before
that-
I can do any
Yeah,
stuff.
the room versus you.
All right.
Just in case I get involved, I've rolled my initiative, which is 23.
Lovely. So that's 17.
27,
Which is a
natural
very
20.
So,
presumptuous thing to say. Just in
JTB
case I get
goes
involved.
first.
That's my first natural 20 of the game.
Congratulations.
Thanks very much. Appreciate
Vessel, are
it.
you rolling your initiative?
Yeah, I'm just struggling to actually type it out.
It's that big a number.
Oh yeah, you know it. It's awesome.
20 plus pi.
Infinitely.
4, 5, 9.
It's as easy as pie, Doctor. Okay.
That's not come through to you, has it?
Nope.
Nay.
I'll do it again. It doesn't want to. Just assume I'm last.
Could you just use the dice roller?
I've tried.
Would you like me to use it for you?
Yeah, why not?
Do you need a refresh?
What are we adding?
1.
Then this is yours now, 14, which
Congrats.
puts you last.
Well, like
What?
that's
Jacques the Bard. The room is yours for a round.
I mean, I'm not very good at searching, but I will do a search of the room. I want to search, so I've got to be very, very specific, as we have been. So what I will do is I will search through the pile of books here first.
For this, if you're searching kind of for items as a whole, I can do that as one search check.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Traps and bits, that's a separate one.
Okay. Well, I suppose traps are so much more specific and detailed, aren't they? My search is not very good. But there it is.
14.
17.
17.
Actually, pretty
You
good.
can see,
I can see.
within distance, there is a bag of cut gems that looks like a scroll, and you can also see
Snatch bag.
white.
Snatch bag.
You can also see a white eye floating in an oily fluid.
I don't want to snatch and bag that.
Got it.
Disgusting.
Get it?
Snatch.
Well, you've already moved into the room to pick up these things, so
Yeah.
we'll just put you in the middle of the room.
I'm snatching and bagging before I have a closer look at them, so we can look at them in the safety of the hallway. But I've got the gems.
You're assuming they're not the focus of the effect.
The gems, the eye. Blech.
And the scroll.
Is it a fleshy, moist, wet? eye?
Yeah, but you can look at that later. And a scroll.
And a scroll.
Yes, but searching and then picking these items up is your turn.
Oh, so
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can't. I was going to say, can you try and make it that your turn ends outside of the 10 feet range of that thing, perhaps?
No.
Okay, never mind.
Not if I'm searching and collecting at the same time. So
Very well.
is it a will save?
No, it's Glint's turn if he wants to do anything.
Glint's going to shoot an arrow at the brain.
You're going to shoot an arrow at the brain. Okay.
Yeah.
I've got a bigger range than 10 feet. So
There's a brain?
whatever this is, I thought that was a brain.
You'd be quite right. Yes.
Oh, sorry.
It's
I just
something grey
leapt
and
to the
shriveled,
assumption that it was
sloshing.
grey and shriveled and sloshing.
I think you said last time it was a brain.
You might have said it last session, to be fair.
Yeah. Now I'm looking at it. It does look like a brain, but I wasn't.
And it's psionic. 32 to shoot the brain.
Easily.
Gotta be a brain.
Shoo! I guess it's in glass, though, so it might not be effective. Should I just roll damage?
Yes, please.
1 point of piercing damage.
You
doesn't
do.
even break the glass.
You somewhat pierce the glass. Excellent. It is.
I think Vessel's rolls came through.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah. Nice.
So actually, Vessel got a 20.
Too late now.
Yeah.
Oh, that okay. It's now the room, shall we say? Jacques, I need you to make a will save DC of 14, please.
Okay. Oh well. I mean, sure. I don't need the reroll.
You're
so I
fine.
won't take it.
You resist as another headache-like impulse is into the side of your head.
I'm okay.
Scar.
I am okay.
Vessel.
I am alright.
There's nothing I particularly want to do, I don't think, at this point.
Fair enough.
Just be a hindrance.
We're jumping back in just in the order. Jacques, are you just going to leave the room?
Have I found? I did a search of the room and found everything I.
That's everything you found.
I saw the arrow come in, so I'm going to step to here and I'm going to fire my wand of magic missile.
Ooh.
La la.
which I've been using the Wand of Magic Missile instead of the Wand of Cure Mods, so I'm going to take 2 charges off it. Get stuffed, I haven't used it.
I heal you.
Yeah. Apparently when I healed Glint earlier. Oh, sorry. Don't get those confused. So the Wand of Magic Missile, every single time I have to look the damn thing up, so I can't remember. It's
5d4 plus 5.
5d4 plus 5. Thank you so much for remembering. I'm just not used to Magic Missile. 5d4 plus 5 on the brain. 18.
How do you defeat on the die the brain in a jar?
The brain in a jar? That's so Lovecraft. What a rip-off.
It had 18 hit points left.
Oh man, I think that the Wand of Magic Missile, so it fires, because it's my magic, fires music. And like it hits the glass and they resonate and it just smashes the glass and it shatters into the brain and just covers it in like shards.
Yeah, and just for a second it seems to shrivel and shriek on the floor, and you hear some like almost a bit of a pain coming to your head, but then it all goes quiet.
Ugh.
As yes, the brain in the jar is no more.
How could something without a body be such an asshole?
Unfortunately, it could only attempt to dominate you once per day. Which
Dominate?
you resisted,
Oh,
Glint.
so glad. Oh, Glint resisted the dominate. So I didn't even have... Yes! Glint, nicely done.
And that could have settled until you went into the room, because it was just self-preservation. So that could have waited until this moment that you decided to walk into the room, and Glint then just like...
Kill them, yeah.
Yeah. So I think I've found everything in here. So I'll head back out anyway. But Glint, you're going to be able to do a much better search check. So whilst you do what you got to do, if you want to have a search check in that room for anything secret, I will have a close look at the scroll, the eye, and the gems.
Sure.
Yeah.
But,
Let's do...
Do I still have the bonus from you, Jacques? You were giving me +2 to my skills, weren't you?
I was, but then I went to do the gems and stuff.
Oh, that would have stopped it then. Yeah, that's fine. 28 on the search of the room, just in case anything was missed.
Beautiful.
You see there's no traps in here. There's nothing where the brain was. That's it. Everything has been found. Done.
I guess he had glass on the brain.
Sort of works. Doesn't mean anything.
I was trying to think of one for a while, and I just thought, it's too late. It's too late.
And Jacques, I need a knowledge arcana to identify what the items are. Or a really good appraise. Your choice.
I'm not very good at appraise.
There was a scroll as well, right?
Yes.
Does that include the scroll?
Yeah, so a basic appraise and a basic knowledge arcana.
I will give you knowledge arcana.
Please be good.
Oh.
We need to know what these things do.
Oh, I'm sorry. I need an appraise, a knowledge religion, and a knowledge arcana.
Okay. I can't... Well, my appraise is crap. My knowledge religion and my knowledge arcana are both pretty good.
Vessel, you worship
Knowledge.
something, you religion?
Well, you
What's
can have
that?
a go as well. Knowledge
I've got a
arcana is
little.
29.
29. This is a white Bodak's eye. Specifically, you can see it's only partially invigorated. A Bodak's eye. This white empty eye fits into a humanoid creature's empty eye socket and allows the grafted creature to make a death gaze attack once per day. This creature must use a standard action to target a creature with the gaze, and the range is 30 feet.
Careful.
A DC 15 fortitude save negates the effect. It does not turn other creatures into a Bodak. However, you would need to find somebody who could graft this.
Oh, so you can't just lop your eye out and stick it in like...
You could try, but there's no guarantee of success.
You could do it, but it wouldn't work.
The value is
You can do that, can't you, with
25,000.
The Eye of Vecna.
the Eye of Vecna? You're supposed to be able to just and it grafts
Yes,
itself.
and
But,
that's
okay,
from
well,
a
we won't.
deity.
What would you specifically need? What skill would you? What skill would you actually need?
It's actually a feat.
Oh, grafting. Yeah, it's in the Libris Mortis, I think.
Yes.
All right. Well, knowledge religion is 33, not 20.
This is a scroll of
wow.
restoration.
Oh, restoration! Great. Well, we still have 2 potions of lesser restoration from our half orc friend. Then
But
that's a scroll of restoration.
I think, is on the
even
bard
better.
spell list, so I can use it.
Oh, awesome!
Cool. And lastly,
Okay, appraise. Well,
do your best.
we might all have to have a go at this one. 18.
That's more than enough to discover there is 2,000 gold pieces worth of cut sapphires. In
Oh,
this.
great!
Oh,
Wow.
well, that's really useful, given that we're not going to be going to any shops.
But those sapphires, do they look similar to the? Oh no, this quartz is what we had for the statue.
Quartz, I mean, you could probably fit these in. They're cut,
They'll
so they
fit in
they are
the
just going to get
concavities.
crushed. The crushing concavities.
2 grand of safs.
All right, let us explore the rest of this corridor and see what we can come up with.
So there is a crawl space here. Unfortunately,
Area.
this is a crawl space that Vessel currently won't be able to fit into.
Oh, is that the one that we
We-
came out of?
Didn't go in there.
No,
did
that's
we?
this one.
We've not been in there.
You went into this one. It led to you about here, if you can see where I'm pinging, a bit
Yeah.
further south. And then you made a point to not go any further.
Okay.
It went around.
Hey, rat. Where's the rat?
The rat's with us. It's over here.
So rat can lead
Next
the
to
way,
Vessel.
please. So rat, join me, the rat, at this crawl space.
So that's that. There's the other one here.
Oh,
Leads to
we've been down there, right?
the chests.
Yeah,
It goes underneath.
yeah.
This one leads to the room with the chests in it. Can Vessel come through this one?
Wait, this one, red, chests. Where you're standing, Jacques, is the way that goes around and underneath.
Yeah, underneath. Right, got you.
This is where Dint is. And then, yeah, at the south is another fog portal. Wall. Door.
And we don't think there's anything else like secret down here. Or did we search for a secret?
You
We
saw
were
there was no
right.
other illusion magic. You did a check, so you are confident that's all that is left.
I would like to have a look in the chests and see what we can do.
It's just
There's a warning. Vessel won't be able to fit through there.
Okay, so I think that we should go in there and have a quick look in the chests and see if there's anything coming out of it. Bear in mind,
very
we
badly injured by the
still
last
have-
chests.
Yeah, but I think these ones are magical, and well, it depends how long we've been going. Really, if we are moving very quickly, we could still have the will rerolls.
DM, will we still have those?
How long does it last?
I mean, it's 1 round per level. It was 10 rounds, and it took like
We
3
did
rounds, I
2,
think.
3 rounds.
10
in a
rounds
room.
is a minute.
Uh,
So it would have passed.
yeah, it would have done. We did the.
That's
Thing.
fair enough.
I mean,
I still have Cumbrous Will, which lasts for an encounter, which is deliciously vague for my purposes in this dungeon.
Yes.
battle him.
Okay, so where do you want to go? One of the 2 crawl spaces, or the
Jacques,
fog?
if it is gnawing at you to get those chests, then obviously I'm going to need to help you. But I just don't think it's a good idea. I think they're just there to screw us. I really do.
I will remind you as well, Vessel can't fit.
Plus Vessel can't fit, so we're excluding Vessel. Can Vessel go through the crawl space?
No,
Well, no.
it's a crawl space.
Well,
Of course, yeah. Hence the whole of last session. Well, Vessel, what do you think?
So basically,
Would you rather us come back here like later, or do you want us to go and investigate these places? The chest we can probably do without. We might get back okay, but I don't want to jinx it. It's the other crawl space that worries me because that's unknown territory completely.
I think we didn't explore. I'm happy to. We'd just have to wait a day for the effect to wear off. Is all. My internet's gone really shit. I might just refresh. Sorry, folks.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
So yeah, you've got 3 paths ahead of you to explore.
I mean, we're still under the effect of Heroes Feast at the moment.
You've got another 5 hours roughly left on that, so. You've got 6.
I mean, you could well be right about the chests, right? But I'm just trying to think of other avenues because
we just got a random ring of protection from one, and fair enough. But it's like
we did, but that was the.
It's probably evil. It's probably evil.
Chest.
Yeah, I was going for the whole. I was going for the whole Last Crusade Cup of Christ deal, which was that the simple one is the right answer. You know.
Yeah, but then I think maybe you're right actually, because there was a golden chest, wasn't there, in the wall?
Yeah.
On the very first session, and it was just a trap. It was just to activate a floor trap. That's it. So maybe that's what they are. Maybe we should try. Either we do the crawl space and we leave Vessel behind while we do that, or we go through the fog.
Well, it looks like maybe we could probably leave Vessel behind and he not complain too much. So let's speed run the chests, if you're happy to do that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, let's give it a go. He might come back and we're both dead, but it would be quite funny.
It would be quite funny.
Down here, we were in this area, and we've already...
from the red... You've already cleared the path there, so there's essentially like a slight drop to get back into the room, which you've dropped into, Jacques. So, yes, the chamber is bare, but for 3 conspicuous chests, each about 4 feet long, 2 feet wide, and 3 feet deep. One appears to be of gold, the second is silver, and the third constructs of hardy oak banded with thick bronze.
Just to let you know, Dom, we decided that whilst you weren't present, we would just go and speedrun the chests. So we're just going to do the chests.
And I know, Dom, you've got access through Jacques to see, haven't you?
I have indeed, yes, thank you.
Can you see through my eyes?
You and Rob can.
Oh. Everyone can see through Jack's eyes. That's not creepy.
It was... Rob is for filming benefits, and Dom was because I needed him to see something last session.
Can't wait. Can't wait. Jack can't wait to find a mirror.
Right. So, basic
go
chest.
For the wooden one.
Yeah.
Yep. Do you want me to remind you, or do you remember?
We did a detect magic, and we got some faint... No, we got some very strong magic on it,
did.
I think. I don't remember what type, but you did. Conjuration.
Very strong conjuration.
I think that he'll with his dagger, he'll flick the chest with the dagger. Like, tap it.
You flick the chest with the dagger.
Just tap, tap, tap.
Oh, you're just tapping it.
Tapping it.
You tap the chest.
Okay. Good, because if it was a mimic, I would not get that dagger back. That's all. I'm just checking.
Clever.
Oh, I see.
Very clever.
Is there a lock on the chest?
You don't see a lock.
Okay.
I mean, it looks like there is like a keyhole on it, but you don't see any lock, and also it doesn't. You don't. You have to try to open it to see basically if it's locked.
And do you?
I'll try. Okay, I can do it from 10 feet
like
away.
I'm happy to try and put the dagger in and turn it so that it edges it open slowly.
You're fine, man. This is my.
I don't want you to have to take the brunt of every bit of
it's
whatever
fine.
comes your way.
It's fine.
Here.
I can easily do it with my 10-foot things from here, so that's fine. Wait, is that 10 foot? No. It's hard to tell with the squares in this one. That's 5. Yeah, 10. There we are. I can do it from there.
Yeah.
I have my Wand of Cure mod ready.
Just
Jack.
on you.
Jack.
Yeah. Ready
As-
to
You
smoke.
need to take another step closer.
Duff, duff, duff.
I was.
Yeah, it gives you 10-foot reach rather than the additional 10-foot reach.
Yeah, so there you go.
Jack, if this is
Oui.
conjuration, like you said, it suggests that maybe it will conjure something into the room. Potentially, not always, as I understand it. I'm a layman
Okay. The
when it
double
comes to
guns.
magic.
One
Well, I was
cure
going to
mod.
say, do you want to make sure
magic.
you're out of the exit in case the room seals?
Alright, I will stand right here in the doorway, but I will still have Wand of Cure Mod ready to jab you, and Wand of Magic
That will
Missile.
actually no, maybe not. That will mean that I get sealed in here on my own, and I don't want to die on my own. If you don't mind,
I will stand right here.
I might
My
need
wand
you in
of
a fight. Yeah,
Is
all right.
already jabbing you in the ribs.
Thank you. Right, let's do this then. So we're going to open the lock.
Double guns.
29.
29. Is this for
This is trying to unlock the chest.
you put your lockpicks into the keyhole? It's completely unlocked.
Okay, I will conduct a search of the chest. $27.
There is no trap on the chest.
All
There
right.
was no trap on
that
the last
case-
one. It was
In
under
that
it
case, my
last time.
friend, listen. You have done your part. I will open the chest.
All right, if you say so. I'm not gonna. Let's swap.
Now he-
Let's swap. I'll go by the
Yeah.
door, but I won't leave. I'll just stand here. There we go.
He once again puts his
No, I'll
dagger
go there. Let me out.
in the sort of groove, the opening of the chest, turns it, and then lifts the chest open with the dagger.
As you lift the chest open with the dagger, a conjuration spell inside the chest detonates, and a large creature almost erupts from the chest. It is skeletal in nature. It is
No,
large,
it's a skeleton.
and it has two large scimitars in its hands.
Run away!
You
Run
have
away!
summoned a scimitar slasher. Roll initiative.
Oh shit!
Scimitar
We knew as well. Well, we didn't know.
So,
17. Oh,
so that's
Ooh.
Glint, Jacques, me.
Oh, goody! Glint goes first.
Get the fuck out of there!
Do we run, Jack?
Well, we. Yeah, because we can't fight. It'd just be the two of us fighting it, and given what the last fight was like, we need the big guy.
Glint, it's your turn.
Glint is going to. Well, upon that, then, if you don't want to fight it, I guess we'll withdraw.
Or
We could take it. We could
could
take
whack the other chest open. Whatever's in it, we'll get it as well if it's a trap.
it. Yeah.
Or
I mean,
you have
if I'm
twice
gonna
the
do
enemies.
Maybe. Was the other one
Unlikely to
conjuration
be
as
same.
well?
Yes.
Both had
was.
conjuration, as I recall, yeah. Maybe that's not
Maybe
then.
they'll
but
fight each other.
I can't help but feel that this has been designed to align against us rather than to attack itself. I think we could probably take it. I think.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Run away.
Okay. He is going to run out of the thing, but in case we're being followed, he is going to pull out a wand that is sat upon his belt. And he will ready it
Okay.
as he goes 5, 10. Wait, do you see this is crawling, or are we just walking down here? I can't remember.
Crawling.
Piss. Okay, so 5, 10,
Around the corner.
15. Is it half speed?
Typically it's 20, but
So 5, 10, 15, 20. So that gets me there.
Hang on
Yep.
a minute. If it's crawling and it's large,
It's not gonna be able to fit. I don't
You just
think.
have to get round the corner.
Yeah, just get out
it's
of there,
gonna
mate.
literally just be there, and I can just shoot it with my Wonder Magic Missile from round the corner. And it
Well,
can't hit me.
let's find out.
It'll
then.
have a reach though, won't it?
Yeah, well, what's it going to do? It's going to have to stab into
I can't wait for that fight. Let's do that.
I'm doing it!
Glint just rushes and like rolls into the crawl space and then like starts army crawling. He's got that wand in his hand though. But other than that, that'll be his turn.
very good. Jacques the Bard. You're muted.
Oh yeah, Shu, you're muted. And
Sorry,
Mike's
you're,
vanished.
you're gone.
So we actually defeated this quite easily, and
Yeah.
in doing so, we earned how much experience?
I think it's 20,000.
All of it. I think it was all of it.
All of the experience.
Yeah, just all of
We're
it.
now
So we're
maximum
epic level
Anything that's just happened
48,000.
has provoked. It's
Okay.
back to normal. Right.
So it will get
Can
a
I
second
just-
opportunity.
Yes.
No, it won't. It hasn't acted yet.
Oh, yeah, it hasn't acted, has it? We went first.
Go on, look it up. I'll wait.
No, you're right.
Gygax can be a pedant, so can I.
Yep.
So now I want to know, because I'm in cover, right?
Mm-hmm.
Round this corner is cover, but I can still shoot a Wand of Magic Missile from here. I'm pretty
Yes.
sure. Round
Magic
the corner.
missile.
So, round the corner, Wand of Magic Missile.
You fire off, and I'll save you now. Every single one just dissipates upon it, as it is completely immune.
I'm sorry, what?
It is completely immune.
One more time?
It is completely immune.
It's
Is
a
it
skeleton.
immune to magic, or
No,
is it
no,
immune
it's
to...
a fucking skeleton. It is not. I don't understand.
It could be a skeleton, or it could be a bone golem. You just don't know.
It's a special...
bonelem.
A bonelem.
Golem. I'll tell you now, if it were a bone golem, it wouldn't have any issues being immune to magic missile.
Wow.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
Well, we don't know
You got
that,
out
do
of
we?
there so quick. You did no checks, you just ran.
Yeah. And I don't regret it at all. We can still win this fight.
I used a Magic Missile. I'll take it off.
We can still win.
Thank you. You used 5, technically, but...
No, I used one charge. Charge.
Mm-hmm.
One charge.
Getting ratty now. I'm getting ratty, so, you know.
Yep.
That's my turn. What's it going to do now? It's going to throw a tail and it can burrow.
You've got some cover, but they will attempt to stab you with a scimitar.
I can't even
I've
see it.
got Jacques the Bard as my cover.
You do, yes.
And
I mean, what
plentiful
sort of
cover
have I
he
got?
is. You have surely got, like, +4. Surely. It's more than Marge. What is it? It's half.
Annoyingly, my table doesn't have cover on it, so I just need to very quickly do this. Cover.
Combat modifiers, cover, behind cover.
You get a plus
Plus
4. Okay, what's your armor class? +4.
I was right.
23. No. What's 19 plus 4?
23.
3.
It is 23. I was right the first time. But you never know in the Tomb of Horrors, do you? It might be, actually, that's only 21.
He's got a roll, right? Come on.
18. Not enough, as a large scimitar scoops around the corner, but that is all it can manage. Vessel, you're just outside. You hear a bit of commotion. Are you going to do anything?
I'll come closer.
Thank you. We're back to the top of the round. Whilst you're doing that, Glint.
Glint's just going to look at Jacques the Bard and say, are we going to keep fighting it, or should we just leave?
Alright, you were right. Fine, we should leave. But if we don't explore things, then why are we even here?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. No, it's alright. Come on, let's go.
But I think the other one will probably summon some sort of thing that looks like a thing, but is another thing, and is immune to everything, so let us go.
You flee, both of you?
As much as the crawl space will allow, so double movement, I'm out there.
Yep, and Jacques?
Oui. And
It
I
gets
do a
one
wee
attack
and then I crawl away.
opportunity on you as you are leaving its threat.
Okay, still 23, so we can cover.
28.
Mother!
The
As you
Vorpal
leave-
blade strikes you down in one. in the crawl space.
It reaches round
You
and
become
just slices his throat.
For 10 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm glad we're not fighting that.
We would have been
And
alright, I reckon.
You
Actually.
are
that little
far
nick.
enough away to not have to worry about the maybe it's a skeleton, maybe it's a golem. You just don't know.
Just don't care. I don't care. We're moving on. It shouts down the corridor, we are not coming back in to fight you, so you are completely pointless.
I didn't know what further indignities we could suffer in this place, but being stabbed down a hole like a fucking
up the ass.
like an animal, like an animal in its burrow. He just goes and just stabbed into the hole.
In his arse cheek. He's been stabbed in the arse cheek. That's what it is.
Stabbed in the arse.
My ass.
Dead.
Not happy.
Right.
Punching my bum.
Just punching my bum.
Punching my bum.
Right.
I am
What's
not
that
happy.
from?
Now what we're...
Yes, let us know in the
Yeah.
comments where your punching my bum is from for an extra 10 XP.
There you go. So you have two more
have-
paths ahead
I
of you.
have closed the door. If we go through this fog, and it puts us in the room with the chests, I am rage quitting.
No, it'll put us back in the
Right.
trapdoor
I'm
room,
going to
and we will
snap my pencil in
immediately.
half.
It might take us to where the last one took us, which was the trapdoor, right?
I freaking hope not. It has to go somewhere.
I will remain here.
Well, Vessel, I was going to
shall
ask you about this next area because sadly you're not going to be able to get it down there either.
Into the crawl space.
Into the crawl space, yeah. Which we'd
Sadly,
lost
my
the
gifts.
ability to see. Sorry, Mike. So would you mind just plonking us where we could see it? Because we have now lost our lighting for a
Yeah,
moment.
thank you, Jacques. And Jacques, I know you've got...
You will have to move me across.
I just put you back.
Move me across, Michael.
There you go. You should all be able to see it because Matt's just tagged it.
No, the crawl space that was on this side.
Yeah, on the other side. That's
Yeah,
the point. We have to go through
you have to
here
go
and round.
around and under.
Oh, right, okay.
And under.
The entrance is where Jacques is just living. Right, I'm
Vessel,
putting you back.
would you rather us do that now or later? Because obviously that crawl space excludes you. And
Let
you're
us see where
badass.
it goes. Let us see where it goes. We don't have to go all the way, but if we can see that it leads to a room, at least we know that it leads to a room.
Alright, the rat, let's go. Said the rat first. The rat.
Let us go.
So the rat goes. I've just put the rat in the other end. Vessel, you should have control over the rat.
Sorry.
Dividing control, dividing control.
Feeling control.
Right, I'm going to put Jacques there. And Rob, you've gone...
Oui, I am crawling.
I see you. I'm going to stop there. Stop.
But I wanted
Keep
it
moving.
on
Don't let him grab
my
you.
lighting as well, because I hadn't done it yet.
But you would have seen it because Matt... You've got Matt... Anyway. Yes, so you can see this crawl space meanders around.
Keep going, rat.
Again. Again. Again.
The rat has stopped moving. Where did the rat go? It went off to the side, in the wall. Crap.
You're making good progress.
Thanks.
It keeps going so very far.
Oh, Vessel, this is going... He's going to shout about, Vessel, this is going really deep. Keep your ears open.
I will listen at the crack.
This is really far, mate. It's going beyond the corridor that we're in. Further south, by the look.
Very good.
There is nothing. I'm a French rat.
Right, we're definitely behind...
I'm a chef in my other life.
We're definitely behind where that fog door is, so that obviously then will teleport us somewhere rather than... Well, there could be space where there's a room. Who knows?
That is probably some sort of space if you deactivate the fog like before, but you will get stabbed in the head or teleported back to the beginning.
There's a dead end after all this.
Where are we going? It is not a dead end. No, it is a door.
You sound so sure.
It has to be.
Always a door.
Right, Jacques the Bard, excuse me.
It has to be a door. If it is not, what the fuck are we doing? Why are we even in here?
It's a question I keep asking myself.
Something did not follow
You,
down here and turn around
25 on the search check on that area in front of us.
on the door at the end. The obvious freaking door.
Definitely not a door.
You don't see anything.
I failed it.
Just the end of a muddy corridor.
Well, actually, to be fair, Glint does remember the last time there wasn't anything there. It was actually up. And we appeared up in the chest room. But I suppose if that's a failed search check, that's a failed search check.
Well, you
Sorry.
said to check the wall, not the ceiling. Well, the door. Have you checked this little patch of dirt that you would only know about if...
No, there's nothing here. There's nothing here. Let's go back. There's nothing here.
Mike's fault if you've missed it.
Nothing here.
Can I have a quick look?
Sure.
Wait, it's a natural 20.
Oh,
It's
and
still
you-
only 23.
it's still less than this.
Yeah, you can't see anything. It's too dark. You don't
See, I told you there's nothing down here. This is
I'm going
very...
to sing you a little song. If at
Sometimes-
first you don't succeed, remember that we've missed shit before.
Are you doing bardic music?
If you take a second look, you'll see that it is a door.
Are you doing
Bardic
bardic
music. No, but Bardic music doesn't give him a re-roll. It gives him a boost to a save. That's all it does. So
If
it
you're
wouldn't necessarily-
changing the
it
save,
wouldn't
though,
encourage him
It's not
to
a
try
save, it's
again.
a check.
And this would mean that I've used 6. I've only got 4 left. If I then do this, I've only got 3 bardic musics left, and I think we've got quite a long way to go in this place.
if you were to use bardic music, then you could do another search check, which is what I thought you did earlier.
We
but-
could leave and rest.
Yeah, but then we lose the Hero's Feast.
We'll have another hero's feast. We'll have a
Can't
bigger
do- can't-
feast.
I can't do that again. It was a scroll.
Okay, well, but eventually we're going to run out of resources anyway, so...
We'll have a better hero's feast with strippers.
And at some point, you may even need a vessel.
I will start to sing. His name was Glint. He did a check.
Do I have
His
authorization
check
to do another
failed.
check?
So
Go
he
on, then.
did it again.
It's quite
+2.
important that he passes this. Otherwise,
+2
you'll
to
not
yours.
go any further in the tomb.
29, and we do know to be persistent in this because it's like we've only gone and found like 1 billion of these already.
Yes, but in situations like this,
I know, I'm just messing
otherwise
around.
you could just say, I take 20, I take 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you change your modifier, in theory you're giving another reason. Anyway, yes, you spot a secret door, the DC for which was hidden behind was 26.
Oh, I told you so.
Thank you. So glad you're here.
I'll just keep playing.
Just in the dark, in this crawl space, the music.
And he's got one hand down, and he's playing the bandonion like this to his chest.
It doesn't sound great, but it is inspiring.
Awful, but it's the music that comes with it.
If anything, the sheer ability to be able to play an instrument down here is inspiration enough. So, okay, so now that the door has been revealed, Glint the rat is going to do a search check on the door.
I saw you rolled 29. You see nothing on the door. No trap, no lock. Note. But you do see a door handle.
Fucking finally.
What? There's a door handle? How did he miss that the first time?
Space, this little burrow.
A hidden door handle.
It's obviously like flat to the wall, and you have to click it down. It's
just as opposed to beforehand. I'm just saying you can open this.
There's
door
a method of opening.
You don't have to roll it to the side or anything.
Yes, you can just open the bloody door.
Okay, we'll open the bloody
right. The door, and it slowly opens.
Oh, Mike, are you getting frustrated about the fucking doors? so bad for you.
Open the fucking door.
Right. Is there any point? All right, I'm gonna hide. I'm gonna hide as well. It's great. Just in case we throw open the door and we're
no, it's
going to hide.
And Gary Gygax is standing.
Gary Gygax is there with just a shotgun.
Where are you going to hide?
Boomstick.
What do you mean? Where am I gonna?
Me. If something is directly in front of us, you don't become invisible. How are you going to hide?
I can hide anywhere. I'm the rat.
Okay.
I can hide in plain sight. I can't, but I pretend to.
Hide in this tiny corridor. What?
Oh no!
Let's go. Go.
Oh,
Wait! There's things right in front of us.
I know.
Okay, now you can see it. Let me just go through. Chapel accoutrements fill this chamber, including great wooden pews on either side of a central mosaic path that leads towards an altar on the far side of the room.
We're gonna die.
Yes!
It is separated from the pews by a wooden railing. Scenes of everyday life are painted on the walls, but all the people are portrayed with rotting flesh, skeletal hands, and worm-ridden orifices. Yet depicted amidst these disturbing portraits are various symbols of readily recognised benevolent deities. Also, from what you can see, I will say more if you come into the room, because you can't see all of it.
Well, he's looking at those suspicious brick things. What are those when he's just staring at them?
It's a mosaic path.
I'm going to search the mosaic path.
It's similar to the very first room.
Yeah, I'm going to search the mosaic path. It's familiar, thus I do not trust it.
This is it. This is the chapel. This is the
20,
the hall.
23 on that area of the mosaic path.
You see nothing wrong with the mosaic path.
Glint the rat's going to crawl out.
Do you want the rat to go first?
Oh, the rat! Yes, please. The rat.
literal
The rat.
The rat.
I don't know if the rat will even trigger any traps.
Okay. This is what the rat sees, but by extension, all of you. Behind the wooden railing
I can't
is
see what the rat sees. Just saying.
I can't
nothing. Then I'll wait.
Everyone can see through my eyes.
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to see. The rat wouldn't be able to tell us either. It's just a rat. It's there.
I shall. I forgot to add access.
It's there to be driven across the battlefield, not to.
Let's go in.
Yeah, let's go in.
Okay, now that
Oh my god!
Glint, you have entered. Behind the wooden railing is an opalescent blue altar, which is set before a tiered dais that supports a well-carved and padded wooden chair. 2 large brass candelabra, each holding 5 white candles, stand on either side of the dais. 2 large white pottery urns, each stoppered with brass, sit in each corner. A human skeleton wearing badly rusted and torn black chainmail lies dead in the southwestern portion of the room, one outstretched arm seeming to point into a mist-filled arch on the southern end of the west chapel wall.
Come on.
That is all you see for the entire
I think
room.
to get us all into this room, Vessel needs to go through the arch.
Shall we go back then?
No, I think we wait here and we can see if he comes out the other end. If he doesn't, we know we're in trouble and we need to go through after him.
But we need to tell him to do that.
Yeah, well, we can shout back. It's
Go on,
echoey,
then.
isn't it? It's one tunnel. Veteren!
Hey!
Veteren!
I don't think you'd have to get somewhat into the tunnel because it even goes underneath. And
Oh, for the sake of... Right. I'll
Right,
just-
so we go back.
And I mean, just wait there.
All
Do
right,
this.
I'll wait here, why
I
not?
go
Why
this
not?
way. I do this. I get to the bottom of here. Veteren!
Yes.
I mean, this is like a listen check of +30. You're shouting through stone, but it's okay.
I can't move any further.
He's not shouting through stone. He's shouting through a hall.
Yeah, okay,
like a hole.
yes, good point. Yes, ignore me, I'm talking about my ass. Yes, fine, you
Don't
hear
you mean
it.
a concavity?
I'm talking out my concavity.
Leave me in my concavity alone.
Vessel, we think that we have found the other end of the arch in front of you. There is another one in the room we have found.
My head
It is
hurts.
finally the hole that was spoken about in the poem and the thing. I think.
Apparently.
Yeah. If you find those keys are two bits, the fortuitous fall. No shit, that is not it. I found it. Wait. Shh. Into the columned hall you'll come. We have found this. We want you to go through the archway at the end. We will look for you if you don't
Go
come at the other
through
end.
the golden light, yes. And we will find you on
I
the
don't
other end.
understand why you think I would come out there.
I mean, I hadn't made that connection myself. I thought Jacques the Bard
Because-
had. But
Is that what happened when you went through the other? fog gate?
nothing.
Did you come out of a similar-looking place, or did you come into a perfectly metal box that looked nothing like what you went in?
No, wait. No, when we went through the previous one, yes, we came out of another fog gate. It was pristine. It was perfect. It was exactly like you are saying.
Because that isn't how you described it before.
We got it wrong. I am telling you the truth now. If you go through, you will come out of another one.
Oh,
That's a 29 bluff.
a 29 bluff.
If you don't do it,
see what
you will
sense
never
motive.
join us. You don't fit down
Okay,
here.
Mike. I'd like to kill my second character by going through the fog.
Okay.
Look, you don't have a choice. You can't come through this tunnel. That's the only
There
option.
is a
for you.
choice.
No, there isn't. He's huge.
You just wait. Take some time out. The spell would dissipate. It's just an option.
I saw Matt's eyes go black. They just went black.
Matt's gonna lose his shit in a minute. Go through the fucking gate.
Sorry, listen.
Yeah,
I
I mean-
had my moment of this with the trap corridor, so it's my turn to be
I'll go through the
frivolous about this. Yeah,
I
exactly. Yeah.
promise. When the next thing comes up that is sketchy as all fuck, I'll go through it. I will jump through it backwards.
I make a note. Jacques, backwards.
Vessel
Yeah,
will
I mean,
remember that.
if Jacques has lied to me and done a
I'll
bluff
scuttle.
of 29
I'll scuttle
Who am
down the
I?
corridor.
to
He's
make
really
I know that if you
a
do
sensible
slide it,
decision,
I'm definitely
Mike?
going to eat sand.
I'll go through the thing.
Are you going through first, or are you sending your golem through?
I will go through first
Okay. You go through first.
because the golem has no way to communicate with me.
Oh, of course, yeah, makes
It
sense.
doesn't have a voice, so that...
That's absolutely fine. You're going to go through the fog wall.
yes.
Oh, Mike's voice then was.
Wait.
Okay, one thing, as you get closer to the archway,
I said wait.
Yeah, but he can't hear you. He's in a different corridor.
firstly, you remember with the first one that you would have seen there were three colours around it.
Yeah.
There are three colours around this one. The base stones glow olive on the left, citron on the right, and the keystone glows russet.
Just say normal colours, for God's sake,
What the
Olive.
hell is russet?
Are they different to the ones the sequence before?
You can try putting them into a sequence.
I mean, how intelligent is Vessel? He's obviously smart enough to know some magic and shit, right?
I think. Do you mean the same colours, Dom?
Yeah, they're the same. Yeah, I meant the same.
The same arrangement of colours in the same position.
Yeah.
Same position, different colours.
Can I try and activate them in the same order that we activated them before? I can't actually remember what it was because it's been weeks for us. But
It was left, right, top, I believe, but
I'll try left, right, top.
nothing happens.
I've done that
I'll
right.
try right, left, top.
Nothing happens.
Top, left, right.
Nothing happens.
Top, right, left.
Nothing happens.
Left, top, no.
Right, top,
Yep.
left.
Yes, the other one that I've not done.
Nothing
And
happens.
the final one that I've not done.
Right, left, top. Nothing happens.
All
In
at
fact,
once.
Nothing
Mash,
happens when you push
mash
them all
the
at once.
controllers. Yeah.
It's almost
Mash.
as if there was no reason for me to tell you this. I just had to because it's in the module.
For fuck's sake, I knew it. Oh,
I take my mace and I smash.
no, don't do that.
Glint the Rat in this time is going to say, "Well, hang on a second, Jack. Why do? Perhaps we could send the rat back to where Vessel is. The rat can go through."
Oh shit, rat! Go quickly! Go quickly, rat! Go, go, go! Run through the thing. I will race back after the rat as quick as I can to see if I can go before he goes through.
Right, so you're doing this.
He's
to
been doing
run
all the
around
sequences.
That's true. He has been busy doing all the sequences. So
This is the thing, Dom. Are you going to wait? Are you going to?
I mean, after I've tried all those things, however long that has taken, I would then go through. Yeah, like, I have no reason to not, right? Unless I'm stopped. It's your call if that's enough time.
Out! Wait! I
Make
have a
a
better
listen
idea!
check to see if you can hear them stopping you.
I'm stuck against the wall.
Hang on, the DC for which? So we're looking at 15, 20. 24.
I need a natural 20.
that's a 3 on the die.
That is a 3 on the die.
So it's at this point, it's up to you completely. If you are hesitant,
Well, there's nothing to stop me from going through, is there? So I would go
Well,
through.
how
the
long
last
did
thing
it
I
take
heard
him?
was-
How
That's
long did it take him?
not- He was doing
How
all
long
the
did it just take us to do it?
combinations. Oh yeah.
Sorry?
I was going to say,
Yeah.
how long did it take us to go through all the combinations just then? You're
Yeah,
large,
Depends
you
if
can
I
reach
remember
them all.
which.
And also, I am crawling. Fair enough. I feel a little bit guilty. A little bit.
Vessel, you step through
Kind of wish I hadn't thought of it now.
the mist archway.
Yeah.
Please come through. Please come through.
Vessel, I'm going to snap your attention back to the entrance of the corridor here. Do you want to know the worst of this? This is not the worst of it. Vessel, you appear at the entrance to this corridor. You see the smashed four-armed gargoyle, and you feel a breeze. Oddly, you feel this breeze just tickle your nether regions. Anything that wasn't organic is not with you. All your possessions, all your clothes, all your shields, armor, weapon have vanished. You are butt naked. If you had any food on you, your food would also be on the floor with you.
No, he's left. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. I think I'm gonna go to. See you later. Bye. Yeah. Bye.
That
bye.
is
Bye.
in the module.
No, I'm going. I'm
There we
going.
go,
I'm going.
ladies
I'm
and
going.
gentlemen.
Why?
That's in the module, I'm afraid.
Now,
Why?
there's nothing to suggest that your belongings haven't just been left from where you were teleported, so just go back to where you were and recover your items.
Vessel, you might just want to make a note what your armor class and everything is without items.
Oh my god.
Well,
That means he's back on the other side of the fucking corridor, isn't he?
All of those doors are open.
The doors
but
are
I'll get hit
open,
in each.
but you'll be shot.
Yes, so there'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shots.
Do you know what, though? If you were sensible, you would run through and, like, fashion a pallet of some kind to hold over your head.
It still would technically have a chance to shoot.
Sure. You'd have a chance to defend yourself with a big bit of wood.
You're just giving yourself a boost to armor.
Would you like me to walk all the way back through?
It's up to you, pal. You don't have to.
1, 2, 3, 4,
You
5,
can
6.
give up if you
I'm
want.
going to do 7 rolls.
You can just go home.
Vessel, what is your armor class now amended?
So without those, just delete that.
So that's just going to be your dex, isn't it, basically?
And any feats?
Well, it's not because I've got bonus to
Spells.
natural armor and various.
14. Well, that's all right.
Yeah, he's got really leathery skin, which gives him a natural armor.
I mean,
But
of
he's-
all people right now, I think you have suffered the least from this compared to the others, but it's still a massive blow. Right, 7
What you mean
hits.
is your character has suffered the least.
Yes. So what was your armor? 14, did you say?
14.
1, 2... That's a miss. 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 hits. For 24 damage over 6 hits, do your damage reduction as necessary.
So only 3 of those go through, so I get 4, 7, and 1, 8 points of damage.
Nice. You appear back in the corridor, completely naked. If anyone were to appear now, that's what they see. I'm also sorry to say, at the end of the corridor, your items haven't just dropped; they have vanished. For all intents and purposes, your items have gone.
It didn't work. In fact, it did the opposite. Don't come back through. I'm naked.
I think that he was already on the way, so he's just stood in the corridor. He's just stood there.
Oh my god.
I can't see myself at all. Oh no, I can. Like,
Are you going to go back?
oh shit.
Do you need me to put you in the other corridor?
So, yeah,
How do we get you there then?
we can't get you in there. That was the only way you could have gone. There's no other entrances apart from this little walkway.
Well, listen, that then means that we need to wait for that to wear off, which, correct me if I'm wrong, you did that at the start of your arrival here to grow you to that size. So you can reduce to that size, to your normal size, which would then allow you to come through with us. Which means we would then need to rest.
Will the golem be able to fit through little tiny crevices, little crawl spaces?
The way to just make this not impossible, the golem could snake its way through. However, it won't. It basically will need to go last, and it won't be able to do anything other than snake through until it gets there. It can't do any attack, nothing like that. Otherwise, we can't use it. But the golem's got a means to be polymorphic in size.
It can also burrow through earth.
Yeah.
Oh,
so it could just.
We could just burrow through the Tomb of Horrors then.
No, it can't burrow through stone.
Just through the ground.
I'm a tit. Could it actually enlarge the hole then by burrowing? To give you space to crawl through?
I don't know if that's how burrowing works, to be honest. I don't know
If it
Just
depends.
means
like
you
burrowing.
can travel.
I don't
You
know
have a
if-
movement for traveling through Earth. I don't think it suggests anything about but I suppose the nature of burrowing is digging.
No, it almost definitely could. If what are the walls
You
of
sound
the
very sure.
crawl spaces made of?
Let me go back to one of these because it says it. Give me a second.
Oh boy.
It just says a crawlway. It doesn't say the fabric that it's made. So it could be stone, it could be mud. I've put it down as a strong kind of earth.
It looks like Earth.
It does.
Yeah, but Mike's
Side
saying
mound.
he made it. So he made it based on what he thought, not based on what it said.
Ah, got it.
Yes.
Well,
But it doesn't actually, it just says a crawlway.
yeah.
It's entirely down to you, Mike. I would say that if it was burrowable, it's digging. So it makes sense that it would be able to make the hole bigger.
Okay. For the sake of
I-
this,
I mean, it's made of sand. What? Surely it can get through there. That's what I'm saying.
I
No,
reckon.
it can, but it's talking about. Mike's talking about if it can
oh,
burrow,
yeah,
it
of
can make
course,
it bigger,
yeah,
so
make it
vessel
bigger,
could
yeah,
get
yeah,
through,
yeah.
which would mean that we never would have sent him through that stupid gate anyway, because he would have just been with us.
Too late now.
You know what? I am happy to say that Alter can burrow and enlarge the space enough that Vessel could crawl through.
It says most burrowing creatures do not leave behind tunnels other creatures can use.
Oh, does it actually say that?
No,
Yeah,
but
in
it's
the burrow
already a
speed
tunnel. If it's burrowing, it's digging. It just makes sense. Like it's already a tunnel. It's not leaving behind a tunnel.
Well, no, if it doesn't
Just-
leave a tunnel behind, then okay.
Just because it makes sense doesn't mean it's one of the rules. That's what I've learned.
It's a way of. Oh God.
I know, mate. I know. But if we're being sticklers for it, then it's
Most
a no,
burrowing
then, isn't
creatures
it?
do not leave behind tunnels other creatures can use. Okay.
And also, if that was a possibility, then we would have done it, and then it wouldn't
Yeah.
have resulted in the tragedy of Vessel's belongings.
Yes. Okay. Apologies. It came to me. I thought, but no. Okay. Alter can move through. Vessel, on the other hand, would have to wait for that spell to dissipate.
What do you say? Do you want to go back and rest? Because that's what we'll have to do if we want you to come through. Look at me, I'm rhyming now.
What spell is it that made you bigger?
It is
Embiggen.
Embiggen. No. It is the spell Righteous Might.
If it has a D at the end, it means you can dismiss it. If it doesn't have a D, it means it lasts throughout.
A D.
A D.
One
Yes,
righteous
some-
might.
Oh, one
Time
round
it won't.
per level. D. It has been extended, but it's presumably still.
D means you can dismiss this at will then.
just
So you
dismiss
could
it.
now dismiss this.
I suppose I'm going to have to. It does make me almost completely useless. But that's fine. Yes, I'll dismiss it. And,
For the time being, at least you can continue to adventure and then...
Yeah, exactly.
Adventure into death.
Right.
I wish I'd done that to begin.
Yeah, I think that we've
wish
proper
you had
botched
as
that in
well.
every single way. That was so dumb.
Yes, if only somebody hadn't convinced me to do it using skills.
Or
Shaq
if
is going
only
to
someone
backflip.
hadn't brought a huge character into a tunnel-ridden tomb.
Subtle written too.
Don't put this shit on me.
Right. Shall I just say, all of you are going to make progress into the next area?
Yes.
You can say that
Right.
if you want.
I'm just going
Say
to
I think
move
progress is a generous term.
Yeah,
you
please
all
say it.
to there.
I'm not actually useless, but I'm far less useless.
No, you're definitely not
You are
useless.
not useless.
I'm just putting you there for the time being. You would have moved around as you need to.
There's a fog gate, which I told you I would jump through backwards.
You did. Yeah, off you go.
Oh, well, once we've checked the rest of the room.
As Vessel appears into this sort of chapel area, you're greeted with this very leathery skinned individual.
There is a naked old man.
Very naked, yes.
Probably a
Yes.
bit lower.
Covering his nipples. Yeah.
Nothing else, just the nips.
Okay, up to you guys what you're going to search, do, etc.
Well, I mean, we can do a search, but I'm suspecting it needs to be a specific search.
This is
for
going to be a
specific
big
spot.
amount of searching, so maybe
Maybe the first thing to search is the corpse that appears to be pointing.
I was going to say the path, because I'm worried if we stray from that path, we might disturb things.
Yeah, or if we stay on the path, we might disturb things.
You didn't
That
see
sort of
anything on the path earlier.
That doesn't
In your
mean to
check,
say
don't
there
you?
isn't going to be anything on the path moving forward, though.
Path was just like going, hey, look, I'm a path.
Like the
I'm a
last
path.
path. The last path was like, oh, it's fine. Look at all these pit traps.
Yeah, but the path didn't indicate anything about the pit traps. That was entirely arbitrary. The path was just set up to the
So much of this has been entirely arbitrary. I don't know if you've noticed.
Yes.
We can't. It's going to be multiple search checks, but if you want me to do it, then I will do it.
For the path, I'll just take one search check off you.
24.
There is nothing on the path leading to the, what's it called, opalescent altar.
Hey, look, Alter. It's a long distant cousin.
It's not the same.
Sorry, I keep forgetting, Vessel. I need to just look over you, if you don't mind. I'm not.
I'm not ashamed.
No, sure.
I mean,
Your
Okay.
your brazenness is the only thing you have left. Well, there's nothing
I
on the
wonder what
path.
happens if you went through it again. Hang on a minute. What if you went through it but you didn't have anything on you? It couldn't take anything away. What would it do then?
Your skins are pulled off you or something.
No, it would do a skin's part of you.
Maybe it
can't-
rearms you. Maybe it's like a hard reset.
Maybe it puts your stuff back. Maybe it. What's the
I'd
worst?
be
that
willing
could
to bet that will not happen.
But what's the worst that can happen? You can't lose any more.
I have to
can
go
you?
back through the arrows and get shot in the top of the head again.
Wait, didn't you hold a
don't
large bit of
know.
wood above you? That would have easily solved the situation, but never mind.
Oh, that.
There wasn't
thing,
any
yeah, that-
wood. I will just point out.
Bet you could find listen, plenty of doors around that you could wrench
What
off
if?
from those.
What if? Jacques takes off all of his clothes and all of his belongings and hands them to one of these guys,
We'll all be naked together.
right? And then goes through it.
That-
Totally.
Tomb of Horrors is a new meaning, okay.
Can we try that? Can I try that?
Why?
Because I think it must lead you to where your stuff was. I want to get your stuff back.
I think we need to solve the puzzle of the glowing doors. So then once we've solved it, it will then take us to a new location. That's my thought.
No, but it might
My
just
thought
told us it
is
was
that they're
arbitrary.
not that sort
Again,
of puzzle.
it's not a puzzle.
I don't. Did Mike mean that bit
not a
of it was
puzzle.
arbitrary?
No. He said it was pointless even telling you about it. It was pointless. It was pointless. You can press them in whatever order you please.
No. I'm not
No
saying.
difference
I'm not.
whatsoever.
I'm sorry. I'm not. When I say solving the riddle of the puzzles or whatever, the puzzle of the doors, I didn't necessarily mean that it's that combination. I mean maybe we activate something else in the tomb that then gives the doors that power. I think we should investigate. Now that I've investigated the path, I said we investigate the altar, and then we sit on our hands for another week until we can.
I'm just saying, I think I
asked
would
to
be
do this.
willing to give it a go if it meant that I could try and get Vessel's stuff back.
Okay, go on then. Off you go.
It would be worth a try.
just
but-
don't-
Give us all your
gonna
stuff.
do that.
But you're just going to get murdered by the trapped corridor that you have to come
It's
back
not going to
through.
be like, oh yeah, if you go in with stuff on, it will disappear. But if you go in if you go in butt naked, all
Yeah.
of your stuff will appear.
You'll just
Not-
appear there. I promise you,
Maybe
you'll
it's
just
an-
appear
It might be
there.
hidden somewhere in the tomb. I
Guys,
could imagine
none of
that.
this dungeon makes any sense at all. It
Well,
could
From
be a
our
radically
perspective, it
different
doesn't.
effect.
We don't know everything about the dungeon just yet. Like you said, there's plenty more ahead, I'm certain of it. So maybe we'll discover some secret, and perhaps some of Vessel's clothes.
All
His
right.
bandages.
We can pray.
Or I'm thinking of experimentation because there's another one in here, and I know damn well I'm not going through it with any of my clothes on.
Okay, so... Alright,
You
got him.
no.
We've spent too long debating it, so by all means, let us find out then. Jack, give me your clothes.
I'm not going through this one in here. This is a whole new effect. This one might be totally different.
No. We know. You go through the one, take off all your clothes, and go back through. Crawl naked, you deviant, through this tunnel. And
I
then,
didn't realise this about Jacques, but actually, he very rarely wears any clothes. Anyway.
wow,
Is this what's going to happen?
No,
what's going to
search
happen.
the damn room. Search the room. I mean, like, I thought it was worth a try.
that was the path that I searched.
Yeah, path is.
Right, go and detect magic on the altar, please.
Okay, I'll go and detect magic on the altar.
Okay, Vessel.
On that altar.
Use
over
my
there.
eyes.
That altar,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, you didn't mean my altar.
No! Why would you detect magic on yours? You know we can't hold magic!
You know it wouldn't work.
Just do it. Just do
I'll
it.
use detect magic on the altar.
There is magic that the longer you hold on it appears to be evocation magic. There appears to be
Oh,
actually
well.
2 layers of evocation magic.
Blasty magic then, eh?
Yeah,
At
we're going to get
least-
blasted.
10th level.
We're definitely going to get big time blasted. Don't go any closer to it.
Well, lucky we have something that's immune to magic with us.
Very good point.
Oh, yeah.
Would
We
you like
have.
the altar to smash the altar.
It can certainly try and interact with. Is there anything on the altar that he can move around at all?
No, there is nothing on the altar.
Get him to just maul it, put his hands all over it. And
Or
don't
just
stand
rub
in the same line in case there's a lightning bolt or something and it blasts in a big line up the path, because it's definitely going to try and make us stand on that path, right? So it's definitely going to blast something along that vertical line. So everyone stand on this part here, apart from there. Apart from the altar. Altar, not the altar.
Yes.
And not the
altar
rat,
is
the rat,
going
the
to
rat.
essentially attack or touch the other altar.
It's going to physically inspect.
Rub his face on it.
Excellent.
Drag his nose
As
across it.
altar physically inspects the altar, there is a sudden flash of blue light. And that is where we're going to leave it. And we will join in next time to see what has happened with Alter and the Alter. That was a session and a half.
My God.
I'm going to start straight away with you, Dom.
Yep. I clearly built this character to fight, and the Tomb of Horrors, for the most part, is not. It seems really. What's the word? It's not about combat.
Except when it is.
Except occasionally it's about really hard combat, so it's useful to have.
I was going to say, let's not fully dismiss that, because we had a combat of a creature that did like 6 attacks, all of them like plus 20 something, and you won.
Yeah. I'm very impressed with
beat it.
With what Vessel and Alter can do when unleashed. But they weren't particularly useful other than that specific purpose that we could have gone round if they had been the way they are.
I mean, keeping the spell up has proved useful in terms of the fight, but now we know you can dismiss the spell.
I can't recast it though.
If you only
until
got
tomorrow.
Is it only once per day you can cast?
Well, it's prepared spell that's at my highest level, so I just don't have any more.
I see.
Instances.
Got it.
Yeah.
Unless you prepare any others of the same but of a lower level. And you got a backup one if you need it.
What?
You could prepare the spell at a lower level, couldn't you? Because you said you put meta magic or.
Yeah, you can't cast the spell at a lower level than it is.
No, but I mean the meta magic would have took it to a spell level.
Right. I used
put
divine
without
meta magic to.
I see. So you're using turn undead.
Undead. Yeah.
Got it. Ignore me. Okay.
But yeah, that would have worked for individual parts for sure. It's a frustrating series of puzzles, isn't it? It's an interesting design. My next backup character, because I don't think Vessel is going to last any longer.
I'm impressed you guys have not rested yet as well. You're pushing through.
I've not used that much magic, to be fair.
I mean, I know Jacques moving through it, but
yeah. But yeah, it's interesting to experience as ever the Tomb of Horrors.
Yes, I think you did fantastically against the 4-arm gargoyle, and it sucks that you have now lost a lot of equipment.
Yeah, luckily my most expensive piece of equipment is the sand golem.
That's something, at least.
Yeah.
At least you're not like a melee fighter who's lost everything.
I mean, I am also that.
Okay, yes, but you also do have the spells.
Yeah, but they're not necessarily going to be that.
Yes.
But yeah.
There we go. Rob.
It's one of those where, like we've said before, I won't repeat myself. Everyone knows I bang on about it being meticulous. I bang on about it being pedantic. But it's just one of those things where it's actually it legitimately hurts that we go through that whole process of thinking about every little thing to the point that it's probably frustrating to listen to or to it's certainly frustrating to play through. But then the one moment there's a single lapse in that judgment, there's a single lapse in the order of thinking. In this instance, send the rat through first. But had we said the rat through, we would not have known that did that. So it would also have been equally useless and
It's true.
superfluous, I think is the way you say it.
Yeah.
It is really fun. Listen, I've laughed really hard during this, but that's because of enjoying our good company, playing our home game, ran very, very patiently and methodically by you, Michael. Kudos to you for sticking to it and smashing out of the ballpark. It feels terrifying, but yeah, there is that frustration that the moment you ease off on that meticulous checking everything, a lapse in judgment, and here we are. We now have Vessel, who has none of his equipment.
Yeah. Yeah, completely. I mean, it happened earlier as well when you went into the room and you got an arrow to the head as well. It's just...
Yeah, but that was me. I know I blame Matt for saying, "Oh, right." I was like, "You rushed me," but it was my choice to do that. So, like, yeah, this is what it is.
It is what it is. I mean,
Maddening is what it is.
Yes, but you have made sizable progress, I will say, in terms of...
I still suspect what I'll end on. I suspect there's more to those doorways. I think we'll have a way of maybe making it so they go other places. I could be wrong. But the fact that they've all got those different colours and we still haven't worked out why, we will see. Obviously, I love playing with you guys, but would probably prefer to play something else in the future. But,
if you've taken any inspiration of this for...
No, I'm joking. I'm loving playing this. I'm loving playing Team of Horrors. I'm having a great time. I'm just messing around. That's me.
And yes, I thank you for your patience, Dom. And lastly, Jacques, aka Matthew.
The bird.
I think, very clearly I'm having a good time. As you guys have said, I am very much enjoying the game.
Great time.
I'm very much enjoying playing it. Do I think it's a good module? No. I fucking don't. I'm going to be entirely, we're trying to pussyfoot around it and give it its dues. And in some respects, yes, it does have a little bit of appeal in its design. And I, like Rob said before, I can feel the oppression of it, the fear of it, which is kind of what it's all about. But at the same time, I sort of think that some bits of it are just kind of dumb. Where I'm just like, what? That was pointless. That was utterly pointless. And when you're saying, I think those doors are going to lead us somewhere, I'm now of the opinion, I disagree with you. I don't think they are. I think that they are an arbitrary thing. I think they lead to where they lead, and they fuck with you in the ways they're going to fuck with you, and there is no way of doing anything different to make them change. It's just, if you choose to go through them, you choose to get the outcome you get. And I think that's kind of frustrating to me when there's so much pedantry with the rest of it. Like, there's always ways of solving little bits and pieces, but I don't think those bits can be solved. I think he's made it so that there are parts of this that you just can't solve. You have to just go with. And
yeah, that and that in itself. Sorry to interrupt. I'm interrupting your point, but yeah, that makes it feel mean spirited. Because if there were disastrous things that would happen, but then you could then solve and turn around or whatever, or you had some clue or insight to avoid them in the first place. Because the only way that you learn what they do is by using them. You're absolutely right. So it does feel mean-spirited, and it will be very mean-spirited if we then discover that there was no means of learning what they would do other than for a Vessel to go through and then lose the stuff, and then that's that. Yeah. So yeah, I agree. Sorry to interrupt.
No, it's fine. I think it's the case in certain situations, but I think it is mean-spirited, and I think that's the point. I think we knew that going in. I think when he wrote it, he went, yeah, this is kind of mean. This isn't a D&D game you play if you want to get into characters, you want to role play, you want to tell a story. This is mean-spirited. And I think that's the idea. Like that, the whole thing with that fucking, the demon face, that was clearly a thing where if you go into it, you just fucked up, right? Like,
and it's the cover of the adventure, so you think that it's going to be more.
Going,
maybe it is. Who knows?
Must be the entrance, but actually, we found out that there's massive destruction magic in there of some sort, right? Like, it's just going to kill you. I just think
that's the shame, because like you think, oh, I want to go up against the Tomb of Horrors, and the ideal would be that it is like, sure, there's puzzles, but it's all a challenge that can be defeated. And you could then lord it. If you did solve the puzzles, you'd then be like, I solved the Tomb of Horrors. This is I trial and errored through the Tomb of Horrors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Like,
Yeah,
I am
yeah.
really, really enjoying it. I have laughed my ass off.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
very,
been
very
so
sad
funny.
that happened
It's so funny.
to Dom's character.
Yeah.
But, you know, I am so more than willing for that to happen to any of my characters.
Same.
I just, you know, I will genuinely go through any doorway, pull any lever, do any trap, because that's why we're here. You know, that's
You
how
need
I'm
to do the
feeling.
next thing in a backflip, though. Thank you
Yep,
very
I
much.
will backflip through the next thing. If we make the decision that that's what we're doing, we're going through that gate, I will go first. I'll happily go first. Because that's why we're here. That's why we're here. So, yeah. Let's get to the next one.
Anything from you, Mike, before we leave it?
Oh, just to say, I mean, yes, like from a personal point of view, the doors was just something I was looking at going, it's...
Well, don't tell us
There's-
if you're going to reveal
no.
it, but, yeah.
But, no, the earlier doors with the how do you open a secret
Oh, got
door
it,
thing.
got it, yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of this where I go, and I think especially with how we play D&D now, where, as you say, it's so arbitrary. It doesn't do anything. And opening in such a way, I mean, like, I've seen updates for the 5th edition compared to this and how some things have changed. And I look at a lot of these and I go, okay, I see how these work, and I also see some puzzles require such a binary process. Like, you have to open the door a certain way. And as you say, that becomes trial and error, because if you don't know what that process is, it can get very frustrating. However, that being said, this is what we all signed up for.
It is.
And it is iconic for many reasons. It is very much Marmite. It is loved and hated in the same breath. And there is a lot more, obviously, coming up, which I'm looking forward to seeing with you all. For me, I think we've got through the most frustrating thing that I was annoyed about, and that was those secret doors.
It's horrible. Horrible.
So
Yeah.
stupid.
But just to say, I mean, I think your response, just calling out to the others when you'd lost all your equipment, well, I haven't laughed that hard in a long time, Dom, so fair play. I suppose all that's left to really say then is, if you have, as always, ring the bell. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. If you have done the Tomb of Horrors, you've done anything differently, as always, please put it in the comments. If you know the answer to any of those quizzes and the quotes that were thrown out as well, put them in the comments too. Extra XP for you guys. Who knows?
If you do know the answers as well, try not to spoil things that we haven't encountered yet as well, just in case. But
But yeah, we do look at the comments, so don't tell us.
do
what's
read, so please don't tell us what's coming, because that would defeat the whole purpose.
We can't avoid it. We're narcissists.
You can talk about like the 20 terrasks that are about to, assault them. That's all fine.
Yeah.
Anyway, all that's left to say, as we always do, is what we always end our sessions with, and that is bone them rolls.
Burn the rolls.
Oh, don't tell your mum.
Don't tell your mum about the Tomb
Just
of Horrors.
Don't tell your mum.
Don't annoy
Just
her.
don't play it.
Don't annoy her.